what's up, guys? Can you hear me now? What do we got? Hello from communist California. Oh boy. Can you guys hear me? Derek set this up. He's in charge. I'm assuming you can. So we're supposed to have a couple people here, but they're a little bit busy tonight. So our local fair is going on, and the Derby stuff's going on. So guys are working on their Derby cars tonight, and a couple of them are at the fair doing that jazz. So we might have a couple people stop in during the live, so we'll see who shows up. I told Hunter he can stop in. I told Derek he can stop in. And we'll just see who's too busy tonight. So, yeah, we're going to do a live tonight and answer some questions. Talk about how things have been going lately. Talk about the videos. Things have been going pretty good. So, might as well share some of that information with you guys. We appreciate all you guys. So, looks like we got some questions already, so I might as well answer a couple of them here. Nintendo 64, you got it. Just got done with work today, so I actually went home and took a shower before this live. The last couple lives we did, I just came up here and did them, and that's a pretty long day. Any plans on selling merchandise or apparel? Yeah, that's something I wanted to talk to you guys about tonight, and kind of go over that game plan. So, probably wait till some more people get in here. Local fair just happened. Such a shame. More expensive than rides. Yeah, everything's expensive, man. It is what it is. Shout out from Spring Green. You're not too far away there, Kyle Crook. Thanks for watching. Derby. So myself and a couple of my guys will be derbying Sunday. So we're all pretty pumped up and excited for that. So how many? I don't even think we've went through one bottle of that cleaner, man. The girls in the office said it works really good, so I don't know. No, I haven't painted the dump truck box yet. When in the hell would I have time to do that? That's a winter project, man. As much as I hate red, I'd love to paint that thing green, but that's going to be definitely a winter project. The internet wants more videos. That's something else I want to talk to you guys about tonight. Probably wait till some more people get in here so we can get some more opinions on that. Do you have a lot of time off for yourself in the winter months? That just depends on how much snow we get. So sometimes I can take some time off, but I really don't. I really don't take a lot of time off when it's nice or when the weather's shitty. So Holly and Brandy, no. So actually, Brandy doesn't work here anymore. So her last week was the week prior, and she doesn't work here. So we got a new girl in the office. Her name is Sydney, and she's doing really good. So Brandy stayed an extra week and trained Sydney, and she's doing really good. So seems like she likes the job, and she works good with Justin. He's in the office quite a bit, and so yeah, that's all going good. Love your YouTube videos. Thank you. Who does your window tinting? I can't think of his name right now. Toxic Tints. I think he's in Lancaster, Wisconsin. Longest employee at the moment, that'd be Hunter. He's been with me the longest. So Charles, thanks, buddy. 3 videos a week would be sweet. Yeah, that's something I want to talk to you guys about tonight. Last year's snow was horrible for northern Wisconsin. Our snowmobile trails never opened. Yeah, so our trails down here opened for like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Yeah, it sucked. I don't snowmobile, but yeah, it was not a very good winter. Holly, Holly's at home. Yeah, Sydney's really nice. I think she likes talking to customers and stuff, so that should work out pretty good. Worst piece of equipment I ever bought for the business. I'm gonna have to think on that one. That's a tough question. I don't know. You're the man. Have a great channel. Hardworking. Thanks, Jack. Appreciate it. Fence contractor from Pittsburgh. I like your videos. Hey, thank you, sir. Coop. David, is your mowing crew still mowing? Yeah, they're not right now, but yeah, they're still mowing. We've been getting a little bit of rain every week. If we go a couple weeks without rain, they're gonna have to skip a week. But hi from Canada. Thanks, Robert. Random dude, who are you driving? What are you driving in the Derby? So I actually use one of the old work trucks, which we've been filming this stuff, us guys working on our trucks and stuff. You guys will see those videos in probably a couple weeks. But so in the Derby, I'll be driving a 03 Duramax. It was one of the old work trucks. It got totaled out. So, and it's actually not a Derby. I run in the trailer race. Did you end up getting that trailer clean out? I haven't heard back from them yet, Chad. That's a good question. Usually jobs like that, it takes a long time to go through all the process of all the higher ups and getting everything approved. So, and they might find somebody cheaper too. So it's not a big deal. Jack, my truck's a 19 Duramax, so it's an L5P. Riley, hey, from Florida. Is all your snow plowing billed per time? Where I'm in Ontario, it's mostly flat rate contracts. So no snow last year was great. So Alex, that's a good point. I would say about 20% of our accounts are contracts. We're trying to get more people to go to contracts, but when you don't have much snow, these business owners are smart. They don't want to go to contracts because they know that we don't get a lot of snow around here anymore. So it's a really tough business. If no rain, do you automatically just put every customer on bi-weekly? So yeah, that's a good question. I let the mowing crew make the decisions. So those guys are out there every day mowing. They know what they look like, and if they need skipped, they skip them. So we don't even call the customers. We don't talk with them. We just kind of use our best judgment, and all of our customers trust us and know that we're going to make the right decision. So where's the guest? Yeah, Riley. I got a couple guys that might stop in. So we kind of had a change of plans here at the last minute. So favorite truck in the business, that'd probably be my truck. Mine's a 19 Duramax, and I've never had one issue with it, and I'm close to 200,000 miles. So that truck has been a great asset. Jack the farmer, yeah, the guest, we kind of had a little miscommunication, and Derek might stop in, Hunter might stop in. We'll see who shows up, but for right now, it's just me. So I'm just answering some questions. Do you still have the track skid? Do you still have the deer track skid? And did you see the new cat? So I do still have the deer. We're still waiting on the parts for that. The parts for the deer had to come from overseas, and I think the guy got them a couple weeks ago, and he's supposed to be rebuilding it. So Hey, honey love, thanks for watching. When you bid sod jobs, do you bid watering in after the install? If so, how many waterings? No, so we don't bid any of the watering. We leave that up to the customer, so they know that. We make sure they know exactly they got to water the piss out of it. So, Reinke Services, the mowing crew is doing pretty good. Do you let your mowing crew mow while it rains? My boss has me mow while it rains pretty heavy. 3-point turns. Yeah, so same thing there. I let my guys kind of use their best judgment. If it's pouring rain and you gotta stop, then stop. But these mowers do pretty good in the wet. So customers will catch you on here if this keeps up. Need a couple bad winters and people will like the contracts. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Snow removal is a tricky business. And like I said, the last 2 to 3 years here have really sucked. So we're all praying for a good winter this winter. So good evening from Iowa. What's one piece of equipment that you'll never get rid of has sentimental meaning? Probably the oldest Deere skid loader that I have. It's a 325, and that one actually, my dad and myself, we went halves on it, and that was like, I don't know, probably 15, 16 years ago. It was before I even started this business. But he kind of went and picked it out, and we kind of bought that together. So that one I'll probably never get rid of, and it is a good machine. I've had it forever. So not gonna start posting videos on Saturdays finally. Yeah, we're working on that. I wanted to talk to you guys about that tonight. Posting a third video a week, possibly on a Saturday. Let's see. I saved some questions here to ask you guys tonight. Have you guys answer some questions. So yeah, Derek and I are kind of teeter-tottering right now. Do we post 3 videos a week, Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, or do we up the quality on our Tuesday, Thursday videos? So right now, Derek's the only one I have editing, and it's a lot of work for him. He does a great job editing, but it's a lot of work, and 3 is going to be tough to do. And right now, what we're doing is we're trying to get ahead on videos. So right now, we're like, probably 3 to 4 weeks ahead on videos. So we're trying to decide, do we take more quality, make the videos better, do a lot more editing, make them a lot more cleaner, more professional looking videos, or do we kind of keep them the same and do a Saturday video? So let's hear your guys' opinions on that, because honestly, Derek and I have been struggling. And also we've never posted a video on a Saturday, so I'm kind of curious to see if the views would be any different, if more people would see it. But yeah, I'd kind of like to hear your guys' opinion on that. Obviously, everybody in here watches YouTube videos, including myself. Up the quality. Don't let this stuff run you. Longer videos. Yeah, so we're trying to keep the videos 40 minutes or more, and that's tough too. Up the quality and make longer. So yeah, so Phil Marshall, that's a possibility. But if we up the quality and make them longer, we definitely cannot do a Saturday video. So it would just be 3 videos, or it would be 2 videos, sorry. If you struggle doing 2, 3 might burn out, Derek. Yeah, it's getting pretty tough. And Derek and I talked about hiring another person to kind of second edit the videos. So after Derek does the main edits, have someone go through and do another one. didn't make a lot of sense. Kind of just thrown in there. The way they've been the last 2-3 months have been perfect. Yeah, thank you, Mindless Sheep. 3 videos a week, keep the quality the same. That's definitely an option, Matthew. Appreciate it. It's a tough one. So I think what we're going to do is we have one locked and loaded for a Saturday. I'm not sure which Saturday, but I think we're going to try a Saturday and just see how many views it gets. See if there's more people watching, because on our side, it shows that a lot more people are watching our videos on the weekends. So we'll see. 2 videos Sunday. It's everybody's day off. So I also thought that too, Coop. But we don't get a lot of views on Sundays, and I don't know why that is. YouTube's quite confusing, but just do 2 videos a week. Appreciate it. Dan's knee's okay from that side job. So, Kurt, that's a good one. So Dan's thighs and his back were killing him. The next day, he was definitely struggling. Do you keep your guys hourly for the winter shop? Yeah, no, they're just hourly. 3 30-minute videos. Yeah, we thought about that, but I think most of our viewers are telling us to go longer videos. And I feel like we can't get a whole kind of storyline in 30 minutes. I feel like they should be at least 40 minutes. So 40 minutes to an hour. Make more, I'll watch them. Appreciate it. 2, keep up the quality. Thanks, Riley. Love your company. Hope things work out. Thanks, Spooky Boy. Whatever you decide, your videos will still be better than Victory. Your workers are too. Thanks, Laura. Yeah, Victory does a good job. The thing with them is they're doing the same, like they're doing concrete jobs every day. So it's the same thing over and over, which to me would be easier to edit, especially if, well, I don't know if he edits all his videos still, but whatever. If you do a Saturday video, post it at like 7 a.m. That's a good point, Jason. We've also talked about that, what time to post. It's very confusing. There's a lot of variables. Different style video on Saturday. Yep, we talked about that, Riley. So we talked about just doing like a POV style with me on Saturdays. Not sure. Baby G, yes, I hate seatbelts. Saturday should do well. Not a lot of channels posting on Saturday. Oh, that's a good point, Matthew. I appreciate that. I like to watch you guys and Ryan from Victory. Oh, thanks, Robert. Ryan from Victory. They do some good stuff. Just 2 videos a week, make them longer. Did you guys get the hoarder job? No, not yet. We'll see. We got to wait and see if they accept our estimate. So okay. All right. Let's quit talking about that question. What was the other question I had? How long were the videos? We went over that. So merch shop. Derek and I decided that once we hit 50,000 subscribers, we're going to open a merch shop. So we've already been working on that, getting ideas going for that. And I want to be different. I don't just want to have a merch shop with just shirts and hats. I want to have different kind of stuff. So I went out and bought a laser engraver machine. So I've been making a lot of like mugs and different kind of promotional items, stuff like that. But I'd love to hear your guys' ideas on what should be in a merch shop. What's something that you would actually purchase and actually, maybe use or actually bring some value. I don't know. I've never really bought anything from a merch shop, so it's hard for me to make these decisions. But that's coming. It's a lot of work too. So Why wait on 50K? Do now. Good point, Phil. Well, it's a lot of work. So, and we're already planning, we're already working towards it. So it's not like we can just go over and flip a switch and have a merch shop open. It's a lot of work, and we want to have it nice and organized and everything done right. So coffee cups. So yeah, I've been doing some mugs, stuff like that, the keychain stuff, been doing that. Sports bag, pens, cups, stickers. Yeah, pretty much all that promotional stuff. I think that's what we're going to kind of shoot for. I had somebody tell me the other day they want sweatpants. So I don't know. I'm not really a sweatpants kind of guy, but we could make those. We'll just have to wait and see. But that's the plan. 50,000 subscribers, which our subscribers have really slowed down. We're just chugging along here at like 35,000, I think. So I think it's going to take probably till the end of the year to hit 50,000. But thanks, Dist12 guy. Appreciate it. So yeah, we've actually been selling a lot of shirts and hats. So if you guys want a shirt or hat and you can't wait, you can go and email Derek, media@pagelservices.net, and he'll get you a shirt or hat or whatever you want. But it's like I said, it's not really set up for that right now. I'll put that email in here so you guys can check that out. Well, not check it out, but if you want something, you can email Derek, media@pagelservices.net. Look at me, I'm the IT guy. Now let's see if I can pin that. Pin message. Look at me. Look at me go. Oh, okay, more videos, more subs. Yeah, that's a good point, Jason. It's a lot of work, so we're getting there. Slow steps, not in a hurry. Sweet pants, Jesus H. Christ. Yeah, Phil, I don't know. And I get a lot of shit for saying that. Jesus H. Christ. So I get a lot of comments, people yelling at me because I say that. Anyone else have Chris and Hunter on Snap? So yeah, those guys have been getting a lot of people adding them guys on Snap. So I don't know, they like it. I don't really use Snapchat, so you guys aren't going to catch me on there. The cleaner worked out good. It actually works pretty good. I mean, it's probably not worth what I paid for it, clearly, but you know, I more or less bought the experience. I bought it because he's a good salesman, and I enjoyed talking to him, and I enjoyed learning about him. So, but yeah, I mean, it's a cleaner. I mean, it's probably, I would assume Windex would do the same thing. I don't know. Where's Holly? Holly's at home. F them. Say what you want. Get you. What the heck? Kickstand Kurt, you guys do work in Richland Center. So we have been doing some work up there actually at I can't remember what it's called. Schreiber Food. So we have been doing some work up in Richland Center, but that's commercial stuff. We don't really get up there for residential stuff. Get you a fishing show in 1 or 2. That would be cool to take them fishing. So, Mr. Jody Patterson, I don't fish, but I know like Hunter, he's all into fishing and doing that kind of stuff. Maybe they could take a camera and do some fish. I don't know. You ain't gonna catch me fishing though. I was hoping Hunter and Chris were gonna be the guests on this podcast aside Dan and Bow. They're my favorites. Yeah. So I'm hoping Hunter or Derek will stop in. Chris was busy tonight. Buy Goodyear tires. Okay. What's the check engine light on an L5P? I don't know. It's been on forever and I just ignore it and there's no issues. So some people, that check engine light will just eat you alive. For me, I just ignore it because the truck runs excellent and I don't really care. So what cleaner did you use before? We just used whatever cleaner you go and buy at Walmart or Dollar General. I don't want to talk about cleaner tonight. Jesus. I enjoy watching all the videos, but I enjoy more excavating content. However, I feel like D-Rock and Hunter bring some quality content. Yes, we don't really do a lot of excavating. A little bit here and there, but the guys are excavating out for these walls and stuff. But let's see. I want to see the final project of the big wall. So yeah, that job we did. We did finish that large wall in Muscadet, and Derek and I need to get over there and get some final shots. The problem with that is that job we literally did the stairs and the walls, and that's it. So there's no landscaping, there's no decorative rock, there's no seating, there's nothing like final touches there. Because it's obviously a huge project for these guys, these homeowners. So it's done, but it doesn't look how I'd like it to look. I'd like to have decorative rock, have everything seated and stuff, but we will get some pictures. I mean, it looks great, but it's not done. So they're going to wait, probably save up some more money and do some more next year. Make can koozies. Yep, that's on the list. When are you going to do a video of Victory? I don't know. I'm not driving all the way to Milwaukee to do a video of Victory. I don't. Maybe I could take out the garbage with him in the morning. Bow fishing isn't like regular fishing, but if you're not into hunting, you won't enjoy it. Yeah, copy that, Dustin. That's all Hunter. I don't know much about that. So typical Chevy thing. They all have the engine light on. So yeah, Landon. That's pretty typical with our fleet. And like I said, just ignore it. I mean, if it starts flashing, then yes, we gotta take a look at her. So make 3 videos, man. More views immediately. Yeah, Honey Love. That's definitely, we've been discussing it. So Derek told me merch was available, but only by using Venmo, no other methods. So yes, Bill, right now we're doing it the old-fashioned way. If you guys want something, you can email Pagel Services media at pagelservices.net. The merch shop will be open when we hit 50,000 subscribers. Then you can just go on there, click, buy, whatever, ship it to you, all that jazz. But we're not really set up for that yet, Bill. Should do a Fleet Friday video and highlight a piece of equipment and the history on it. Yeah, so I've thought about stuff like that. I just don't know, Chad. I don't know if that's very entertaining to a lot of our viewers. To somebody like myself or you, Chad, the equipment stuff is interesting, but I don't know that a lot of people will enjoy that. But we could definitely try that. When starting a lawn care landscape business, deal with people that want cheap work. This year's been a rodeo trying to get 1K up work. So yeah, I mean, anytime you start a business, you're going to have to struggle, and you're going to have to take the cheaper jobs. You're going to be the lower bid on a lot of this stuff. So that's just part of it, man. I mean, you could stick it out and tell them to get and call somebody else, but you also need the work if you're just starting out. So sometimes you got to take those crappy jobs, and let's just say you had a job that was crap, and it was a tough job, and you didn't make any money on it. But guess what? The neighbors saw it and said, "Hey, that guy did a really good job." And next thing you know, you're working at the neighbors. So so try not to concentrate strictly on one job. Try to think the bigger picture. You can't drink Windex, though. You're exactly right, Irish guy. Oh, so yeah, Derek and I were talking about that, and that sales guy does that every sales pitch he does. He goes like that. So I don't know. I would assume that'd be 50 to 7,500 times a day that he does that. There's no way that can be good for you. Victory is kind of boring. How much concrete can a person watch? Yeah, this 1-2 guy. So I've thought that as well. I mean, I used to watch all of his videos, and I just really don't anymore because it is kind of the same thing over and over. Um, and that's something that I don't want to ever be doing. I don't want to be doing the same thing over and over. And Derek and I have talked about that. So taking out the trash with Ryan, I'm dying. Yeah. So that's kind of funny, Armand. And I'm not talking crap about Ryan. He's done a great job with his business. He has done an awesome, phenomenal job with YouTube. But yeah, the garbage thing is kind of funny. And Holly actually watched one of his videos for the first time, and he took the trash out, and she didn't say nothing. And then we watched another one, and he was taking the trash out again. And Holly's like, "This was in the last video," and I'm like, "No, he does this every video." And I don't know. Some people enjoy it. I'm not talking crap. He's done an excellent job. So, but it is kind of funny. Do you watch any other YouTubers? Yeah, I watch quite a few. I don't remember all their names and stuff, but we do. I mean, we all watch YouTube videos. Any job is public advertisement. That's a good way to look at it. I do appreciate y'all showing your hard work. Good job. Like your content. Thank you, Alan. Appreciate it. I would lose my mind if Shop was that close to my ex's baby mama. Oh, Josh. Yeah, that's a good point. It sucks, but you know, the good thing is my daughters, when they're with their mom, baby mama, they are 30 feet from my shop. So like when they get home from school, they run over, give me a hug. Anytime I pull in with a dump truck, they see me and wave. So yeah, it's kind of annoying. Having your baby mama live 30 feet from your shop, but it is kind of nice to see the kids all the time. And then, so like the other night, the guys were working on their derby cars in the shop, and I was getting messages from baby mama at like 9 p.m. Tell them to shut those stupid cars off. The girls are sleeping. So, yeah, it's got its ups and downs. Phil Marshall, victory's junk. I don't think I go that far. Watching your videos from a little town in upstate New York. Appreciate it, Fawn. Never pass up a small job, but the big boys pass them up. I've made a living off small jobs. Yeah, that's a good point. It's not so much about the big or small, it's about your profit margins, making sure you have profit in every job. So, not that, Roberto. Yeah, that's a great point. With Victory, it's about the guys in entertainment, not the actual concrete jobs. You're correct, Roberto. That's a very good point. And, there's always something going on when you have employees. So it is more about the people. Phil Marshall, what are you giving away tonight? I don't know. I could probably give something away. Not talking shit about Victory, but their problem is their inmates are running the prison to be. Yeah, I don't know. Rick Thomas is the best new concrete guy. If Ryan's channel is clean, yours is mid. Yeah. I don't being Ryan isn't a goal of mine. So I mean, he's done a great job on his YouTube, but he's getting definitely sick of residentials, thinking of switching to only commercial. Yeah, Fawn, that's a tough one. Yeah, I don't know. It's hard for me to answer on the fly like that. Ryan just annoys me. Yeah, Caleb, how fast have you gone in your truck? As fast as it'll go. That's all. It's all shut off, so she'll go fast. When are you going to start expanding into other state? With as big as you're getting? No, we're not expanding into another state. There's no way. Not happening. What's more profitable, landscaping or snow removal? So higher profit margins in snow removal, definitely. But the problem is you can't predict that. So, during the season, you'll make more money landscaping, but you'll have higher profit margins plowing, but you don't know how much snow you're getting. So it's the deer skid loader, it's getting fixed, and then it is going bye-bye. So yeah, it's getting fixed and going bye-bye. Enough about victory. Yes, thank you, Phil Marshall. I agree. What was your first big job when you started the company? Nothing really sticks out. I don't know. It's been a lot of big jobs. Have you ever used liquid de-icers? No, we haven't. We just use the treated salt. So I don't actually use any white salt. All the salt we ever use is treated. Love your videos, Caleb. Very informative and entertaining. Thank you, Joe Schmo. When will you buy a Ford truck? That is not happening. I like how you run your business. You leave your employees alone and let them work for real. Yeah, Tyler, I try to do that, and it took me a lot of years to figure that out. That was honestly one of the hardest things ever because I like to be in control. I like to make every move. I like to make sure everything's perfect, and there was a lot of years where I just chased these guys around. Obviously, I still do, but like micromanaged and made sure everything was perfect, and it took me a lot of years, but I definitely give the guys space now and I let them do their thing. And I think they appreciate that. Being micromanaged sucks. So, but yeah, I appreciate that comment. Breaker, Nintendo 64, test 1, 2, 3. Be lucky to get 2 inches total here. That's not good. Give away Hunter's pickup truck tonight. He only drives the loader anyways. Good idea, Laura. I don't think you guys would want Hunter's truck. That thing needs some tires. Like they're as smooth as this table. How did you advertise when you started? So a lot of the trucks were, well, I shouldn't say a lot of them. Everything had my name on it. So trailers, trucks, everything. Facebook was a lot different back then also. I could get a lot more jobs on Facebook. And now I feel like Facebook's fizzled out. So if I was starting all over, I don't know about advertising. It'd probably be more. Yeah, honestly, I don't know if I had to do it over. If you had to do it all over again, what would you change, if anything, about the business? If I had to change anything, I'd probably know my numbers better. Learning over the years how much you actually have to make on a job, and understanding what making money and what the profit margins are. Really that's what everything boils down to. And I wish I would have learned that a little sooner. So, do you do any bush hogging on your properties that you take care of? None of our properties that we take care of, we don't do any, but we did just do a large job for someone that's selling a home. They let the grass grow like 5 feet tall, and it was a pretty big yard. I think it took the brush hog probably 5 or 6 hours to mow it all down. Okay, I'm kind of getting behind on the comments here, guys. Let's see. Caleb, how many seasons have you done plowing snow? Well, this is our 11th year in business, so 10 seasons, I don't know. I've been plowing snow forever, though, so. Your employees get more than 40 hours a week. Is it their choice to work overtime available? Yeah, so most of the guys here work 40 to sometimes 50 hours, but most of the guys here like to work 40 to 45, and they have Fridays off. So most of the guys here get 3-day weekends. And we used to, back 3, 4, 5 years ago, we used to get 60, 70 hours. And after I started doing the math and really understanding the numbers better, I don't know how in the line of work we're in, you can pay guys overtime. That, I know what our billable rate is. And once you start paying these guys overtime, a lot of the profits fly out the window. So I prefer them to get 40 to 45 hours. It's like touching door. Steering wheel thing, bro. Yeah. Funny shit. Haha. Thanks, Eric. Chucko, what did you do before Pagel Services? So I was trucking cross country, hot shot trucking. Had a pickup and a gooseneck, and I was hauling stuff all over the countryside. Instagram for turds and whining brats. Okay. I don't really do Instagram. Oh, across state lines, you need DOT numbers. So yeah, you're right. We actually need DOT number. We have all our DOT numbers, but we actually have to have them just staying in Wisconsin. Where the fuck is Hunter and D-Rock? Yeah, I don't know. I was hoping somebody'd stop in and help me out here, but keep doing what you're doing. Thank you, Peter. Appreciate it. What you pay for sod square foot, 34 cents. Honestly, I couldn't tell you. So Justin bid that job, and I honestly, Justin's been doing a really good job. So last year I had Cody doing estimates, and Cody did a great job. But Cody would never really send an estimate without me looking at it, which, like, I understand he was just kind of scared to. So like last year I saw a lot more of the estimate numbers and all that. But this year, having Justin is really good. And, some of the bigger ones I still go over with him. But Justin sends these estimates out. He don't ask me questions. And then, once the guys do the job, Justin goes back through their work orders, and can tell if he was real close, on the billable hours. So, so I don't really see a lot of the estimates and stuff. 7-day weekends are the best. You will retire someday. Yeah, I don't want to retire. I like working. How much involvement do you have in the bidding process? I think I just answered that. I don't really do much of the estimates at all. Justin does a great job. And he doesn't really ask me a lot of questions, which sometimes worries me a little bit, but he figures it out. I know he's been off on a couple estimates this year, but that's going to happen. I mean, I could still mess up an estimate. It just happens. So, but yeah, we're doing good on that. I'm not reading that. Who drives a side-by-side of your company? So that's Jessica. She comes up here a couple days a week, and she does more of the tax stuff and like payroll and like all the ugly behind the scenes paper, all that jazz. But yeah, she drives a side-by-side. Thoughts on getting an old front end loader for the dirt pile instead of using a small skid? Yeah, that's a great it's a great idea. So actually what I prefer is an excavator, which I had, but we just didn't utilize it enough, so I got rid of it. But I had a Cat 315 excavator that worked great for loading the dirt. And the reason I like the excavator is because you can mix up the pile more. It'd be a little harder with a loader, but we're getting there. I've got some big ideas for the dirt business, but just like anything else, you gotta take it slow. I'd rather just have you here tonight. No, Hunter. I have a woman's home landscape business, 31 years. You got what you put into it. Caleb, you need a vacation, probably. Did you ever come in Canada? Oh, actually, I have been in Canada. So that's a funny story. I was probably 18, I don't know, 19, 20 years old, and I had a 6.0 Power Stroke. Awesome truck, huh? Yeah. Which I had it all tuned up and beat the piss out of it, but whatever. Blew the motor up. And then actually my dad and I, we hopped in the truck and went up to Canada to some, I don't know, it was like some shady deal. But we went into some like warehouse. Guy had engines all over. And it was definitely did not look like a legit business. But I bought a 6.0 Power Stroke up in Canada once and brought it back here, put it in the truck. So yeah, I have been to Canada. All right. Oh boy. How have you built business credit for equipment purchases, or do you choose to pay cash? No, that doesn't bother me. So I know there's a lot of guys out there that pay cash for everything, but I've always had debt. I'll always, that doesn't scare me. I can make the payments. So, in a lot of these companies, they have 0% financing or whatever. So I like to use other people's money. What do you do for fun aside from business? Nothing. Spend time with my kids, go camping. That's about it. Seem pretty level-headed. Keel boss, keep up the great work. Thanks, Chad. What happens if an estimate is so far off, like too cheap? Would your on-site employees notice it? So the on-site employees don't get any of the numbers. So they literally have a work order. So no, they definitely would. They definitely would not notice it. We haven't really ran into that problem. So, which like Justin has these work orders like specific. So when we send out an estimate, it's very specific, and then he transfers that information to the work order, very specific, pictures, details. So then, like, let's say the customer comes out and starts asking for extra things, then the guys are like, "Hey, this isn't on here." So, would you ever get into asphalt? No. Should have kept that cat excavator. Yeah, I know, but we had a rough winter last winter, and I really needed the money. And like I said, we just aren't to that point yet right now where we can fully utilize that excavator. So loading a skid loader is fine. 6.0s are junk. Copy that. Your sense of humor cracks me up. Copy that. You guys going to Equipment Expo? No. Hey, Nick, the story you told about your dad makes me sad. Sorry, brother. I don't know which one that is. Caleb, have you ever been in Minocqua, Wisconsin? No, I don't think so. Down with James Best. I don't know what that means. I've been chatting with Chris for the last couple weeks. He's cool. All right, the Brown Hole's been chatting with Chris. Good deal. Sense of humor, no fucks, offends what? Yeah, I don't really care what people think, so I pretty much tell it how it is. Do you do pest management? So that's kind of a good question. So we have gotten calls over the years for pest control. Like, I don't understand why. I never understood why. But recently, Dan started with us in April, and he used to do pest control. So we started doing it. And it's basically just for our already existing customers. We're not really like pushing advertising on pest control, but we did start doing that just because Dan's really knowledgeable in that and he enjoys doing it, and he can go do that on like a rain day or something. What program do you use for mowing schedule and payments? So we use, I think I did a video on that. You have to go back and look, Patrick. I'm almost certain I did a video explaining on all the programs we did. Have to go back and check that out. 6.0 is good if it's bulletproof. Yeah. Remember everyone deployed. You think your son will ever take over the business one day? Shout out to KNS Driveway guys. I don't know what's going on here. Where the hell is D-Rock and Hunter? I don't know. Derek said he was going to stop in. I don't know what's going on. I guess I'm by myself tonight. You guys rule. Thanks for starting a YouTube channel. Thanks, Stranger Sound. Are your snow accounts mainly seasonal per push, hourly? Do you have a preference? BG kind of missed that conversation earlier, but 20% of them are contracts, and the rest of them are all per push. Best way to build business credit for a new business? I don't want to get into that, man. I don't want to bore these people with all that stuff. You need pest control on Hunter? Yeah, probably. Dan the sprayer man. Yeah, Dan's probably watching. He's probably drinking an apple juice right now. 7.3 is the one to have. Yeah, I mean, if 7.3 is dependable, but it's gutless. Caleb, you're a hell of a boss, type boss. Appreciate it. Drywall company. I hate drywall, but appreciate it. Red 76. Are we live? Yeah, we're live. You guys are funny thinking Caleb's going to retire. He's like, work. Yeah, I'm not going to retire. Damn, the boss man got ditched. Brown hole. Ever thought about using a wall block clamp? Makes stacking walls a lot better for the guys. Seems to be faster. Yeah, I don't know. The brown hole, I don't know about that. With the Versalock blocks, you know, those ones, I wouldn't want them setting 3 or 4 at a time. I like setting each one, making sure they're perfect. Do you guys not spray for mosquitoes? No, we do not. I thought about getting into that, Carolina groundskeeper, but I never did. Does Derek really live as close as he says? Yeah, Derek lives literally, it'd be 1 block from here. So yeah. Have you ever met Ryan? Nope, have not. Does the pink hats and shirts have anything to do with the C word? No. Maybe Timo will send a new excavator over. Yeah. I mean, we try it out, whatever. With the excavator and the land hero, we'll try it out. All right. Should talk about the current jobs we're on. So, right now, Hunter and Chris, they're on another big wall job. Which I say big. It's decent size. It's actually probably about the same size as the last one, but the access is a lot better. So these guys are really loving it. It's a lot less stress on this job and no mosquitoes, and the customers are super nice, bringing them out coolers, bringing them out watermelon, which you guys will see all that in the upcoming videos. Like I said, we're 3 to 4 weeks behind on videos, so I'm saying they're already made, so you guys will see those. They'll be coming up. Timu excavator for 1531. Yeah. So yeah, I got those guys working on that wall job, and then I've had Holly and Sean, and then usually one other guy. I've had them guys doing like all the smaller landscaping jobs. So, and we really haven't been recording a lot of that. It's like the same kind of thing over and over. And that gets back to talking about Ryan from Victory. I don't want to record the same kind of stuff every day. So we're trying to be a little bit different. Real men eat pink. They don't wear it. All right. Nicholas, can't wait for the merch store to open up. I don't know. A lot of you guys are saying that. I'm going to tell you what. If I open that merch store and sell 2 t-shirts, I'm going to be pissed. So you guys better be buying that stuff. And I'm not, we're not looking to get rich on that. I've seen, so since we've started this merch stuff, I've been looking at other guys' prices and stuff, and I don't want to get rich off t-shirts and hats and all this stuff. So we're going to be pricing this stuff pretty competitively. Like, you guys are going to easily be able to buy a lot of stuff. So, Ranky Services. I usually do 3 bubblers a day, sometimes 4. Are you getting the trailer clean out job? I hope so. Haven't heard back on that job yet. Takes a while to go through all the process, and like I said, they could have somebody else come in and do it. You know, some Joe Blow company, which they're around here, that doesn't know how to bid something like that and think they're making money. They could go in and probably bid it for like half of what we did, you know, and then they'll go up there and they'll take, 10 days to do it, and then realize, oh shit, we didn't know how to bid it. Granite steps, nope, we don't use those. We need a full instructional video on how to use a roundabout and stop for pedestrians. Yeah, Jonathan. So we didn't really go into detail on that, but we've been having some issues around our local area with people complaining about the roundabouts and people complaining about the crosswalks. And I just find it absolutely, I just feel like people just complain about anything. So that kind of stuff drives me nuts. But keep it real, no filter. Yeah, you've came to the right place. There's no filter here. Well, actually, I'm trying to keep the swearing down. I've really been working hard on that. So trying. And then, like I said, I got a lot of people that get pretty upset when I say JC, which I've been saying my whole life. So it's really hard to stop using that language. What's the population in our area? Yeah, our population is super small, man. Like the town we live in is like just under 4,000 people. Do you listen to any podcasts? Yeah, nothing that it's more like personal stuff. Who decides how to put up Christmas lights? Do you just do it how you want a customer? Do you just do it how you want, or customer bosses you around? So the Christmas lights, what we do there is they call for an estimate, kind of get an idea what they want, go on Google Earth, screenshot a picture of their house, and then we basically like draw in lights roughly ish, with just some lines, and then we kind of let them decide how much they want to spend. And we've never really had any issues with the lights. We don't really like doing them, but any Pagel Services supports Kamala Harris shirts. I don't think we're going to be doing that. Give Hunter his own camera and add his content into your videos. So, Justin, we're trying to do that. These guys really don't understand. I shouldn't say that. They don't have a lot of experience, which I didn't either when I started filming stuff. But we gave the crew the camera the other day, and let me just read this message that Derek sent me today, just so you guys understand. So I gave them the cameras for a day, and I said, "Here, you guys film whatever you want, have fun with it." And hang on, I gotta find this message that Derek sent me. Oh, what did Derek say? God dang it. All right, here's what Derek told me today. He was going through the footage that these guys took, and he says, "Text crew cam is hot effing garbage." He pointed it straight down at his dick the entire time. So we're trying to get the guys to be more comfortable and understand how to use the cameras, but at the same time, they're working, they're trying to get stuff done. So we're not upset with them, but he literally tech had the camera on and it was facing too far down, which I've done before too, but it's a lot harder than you think. Ever thought of tweaking the dirt screener to get rid of the large lumps, like a mini trommel? Yeah. So everything that's screened is 3/4 inch or smaller, which is perfect. I don't need it finer than that. But I do want to. I've got some ideas this winter. I'm going to make something that will kind of grind the dirt up, the 6-8 inch clumps of dirt, and get it smaller. Which, like I said, I'll do that this winter where I got time and I can make something. Do you have much competition? Yeah, there's some competition around here. A lot of them I would say are kind of Joe blows, and I don't mean that disrespectfully. I just mean that a lot of the guys around here, it's their side job. They do it after work. They do it on the side. So, we can't really bid against those guys. They're, a lot of times they're going to get it because they're cheaper. They don't have the overhead. They don't have the payments. So, but yeah, there's competition here. No hunter camera, please. You could call it the hunter cam. Yeah, I don't know. The problem is those guys really got to concentrate on what they're doing. And messing around with the camera all day is kind of annoying. Who's your favorite employee? I don't really have a favorite employee. I don't trust anyone that doesn't cuss. That's a good point, James. Thanks. Those surprise guests sure did surprise you tonight. Yeah, Jamie, they really surprised me. Big surprise. Try a chest mount instead of head mount. Yeah, I just literally said that today. Because we're actually talking about putting cameras in the derby cars when we go derbying this Sunday. And Derek's like, "Yeah, we'll mount it on your helmet." And I was like, "Derek, you realize how high that camera is going to be on top of the helmet? It's going to be like touching the headliner of the vehicle. You're not going to see shit." So a chest mount would get quite a bit more. Probably not for the derby, but we are going to we're going to record a bunch of that this Sunday for you guys. So that'll probably be its whole own video. Those guys derbying and then me doing the trailer race. How you like the new Bobcat? I got a few issues with it. A couple issues that's coming up in a couple videos here. A couple things that are really upsetting me with it. So you'll just have to wait and see. Are you going to put weights on your Bobcat skid loader? That is I don't know if you're watching us, Roman, or what, but that's kind of a creepy question because no lie, we put weights on it today, like literally today. So yes. What do you do when the lawn guys call it a day? It's barely sprinkling at 3 without asking. They don't really do that. Chest mount might not be great while sitting in the truck, correct. But a chest mount would be good for like working on the job. Good show from Tennessee. Appreciate it. Big D. Is this Danny boy dose kill stuff all day? Yeah, Dan likes killing stuff. Would you ever consider trading that 250 John Deere skid loader? I don't have a 250 John Deere skid loader. I have two 325s. Christmas lights must be a racket. All you need are lights and a ladder. Yeah, the problem is our labor rate's pretty high. So, we bumped the labor rate down for Christmas lights, but it's tough. It's tough to make money on Christmas lights. So I'm gonna message Derek right now. See where the heck he is. What's going on? Can't be doing this crap by myself. Kubota skid steer thoughts. I'm not really interested. I've ran a couple. I didn't really have a problem with them, but I don't even know where the Kubota dealer is around here. So yeah, like I said, I've had a few issues with the Bobcat skid loader. I zoom right over there. They got the parts ready to go. I mean, it's all about customer service for me. Hello from La Crosse. Hey, thank you, Woodman Photography. Appreciate it. Paving stone patios popular in your area? Not really, no. A lot of concrete patios around here. Love seeing the derby races from your area. Way different than what I'm used to. Yeah, Justin, that's a good point. So a lot of derbies and races and stuff like that are different throughout the states. Things change a lot. So the ones that they're doing, Hunter Tech, and I think both their girlfriends are running a car too. Hunter's got 2 cars. They're going to be doing a figure 8 race, and I believe just the enduro, which is just a circle track. And then I'll be doing the trailer race. So, but like I said, all that stuff's going to be coming out in the next few videos. You guys will be able to see that. Are you going to be getting another track skid? Yeah, that's the plan. I'll definitely be getting another one. When you ending this tonight? I don't know. I usually go 2 hours. It's 8 o'clock. Probably another hour. How the Chinese wheelbarrow going? I think that's coming up in a video too. So we actually used the Chinese wheelbarrow, and it works pretty good. It's got a couple issues that we go over in the video. So what engines are in the dump truck? So one's got a C10 and the other one has a C12. Did that TikTok cleaner actually work on the tin panels or anything? So the girls used it in the office to clean. They said it worked really good. I haven't touched it. You should post Derek's number and you could all text him and call him. That'd be a good idea. I'm not that man. Dustin Lenz. Isn't Richie's a Kubota dealer? Dustin, shh. Bobcat. I don't want a Kubota. There's no Kubota dealer around here. Yeah, I'm sure Richie sells them. Hello from Floyd County. Hello, Tasha. Don't mind the Bobcat miles. Just wish they had slide up doors. Just so convenient. Yeah, the slide up doors are nice, and we're used to those in the John Deeres. What's Tech do? I never see him with any of the crews. So Tech is mainly last year he was on the mowing crew all year, and then this year he's been on the landscaping crews, but he kind of bounces back and forth. So if Hunter and Chris need help, I'll send him with them guys. But then if like Holly and Sean need help, he'll go with them guys. And then now another issue we have is my son and Caden went back to school. So we lost a couple guys there. So now Tech has to mow, I think, 1 day a week to kind of fill in that gap. Compare them. Yeah. Bobcat against a Cat. Yeah. I mean, they're all good machines, guys. At the end of the day, as long as they're moving dirt and getting shit done, I don't really care. Make the Chinese wheelbarrow go faster. So yeah, the Chinese wheelbarrow, the problem we had with that was the thing would freewheel. And I've never seen a hydraulic piece of equipment like that freewheel. So I don't really understand, but they had it loaded and they were going down a super steep hill. And Hunter says this thing's freewheeling, and I'm like, it's not freewheeling. Like the sprocket's got to be spinning on the track or the track's sliding. And Hunter's like, no, it's freewheeling. I'm like, you're full of shit. So I was helping him, and we were going down the hill, and sure enough, somehow the hydraulic fluid must just be flowing or some, I don't know, but it's freewheeling. Like the sprocket is not moving. It's like the hydraulics are flowing and they're not supposed to be. It's so weird. I've never seen like it, but it's Chinese wheelbarrow and it was $1,600. So who cares? Give us your thoughts on the Trump assassination. No, I don't want to get into that. You guys do paper patios? Not really. We try to push them towards concrete patios. Starting your business, were you nervous? Yeah, I would say. I mean, if you're not nervous, you're going to be nervous starting any business. Did you guys start at mowing and work up to landscaping? Yeah, correct. So when I started this, it was literally me, a truck, and a trailer, and I was mowing lawns. And it took a long time to get all the lawns to where I could hire another guy and then hire 2 guys. And then it just kept growing from there. Hunter is a good operator. That's always good to have. Yeah, so he's a pretty good operator. He's learning a lot. He's learned a lot in the last couple of years. So, but he does still have stuff to learn. And I like to make sure that he knows that. I don't care how good of an operator you are, you should always be learning new stuff and trying to think outside the box and work smarter, not harder. Dealer told me the Chinese excavators also freewheel. Strange. Yeah, I don't know how that works, because like I understand how a hydraulic pump works and how that goes out to those sprockets, and I have no idea how that would freewheel, but it scares the absolute out of you. Keep doing what you're doing. I enjoy the show. Who gives a F? Yeah, thanks, Hawaiian Raider. What's going on, boss? Glad to catch you live. Calvin, yeah, we're just talking in here. Talking about all kinds of stuff. Merch store, what's going on, what jobs are going on. Is Hunter the lead in the landscape crew? Yeah, he is. Brown Hole, who's your longest employee? Hunter. Always learning. Yep. Do you have a lot of customers coming to your store, or is it just more of an office space? So we actually do have quite a few people come in here. So our office is actually a block off of Main Street, which I hate. I wish it could be on Main Street, get more, obviously more people would see it. But we actually do have a lot of like local people here that come in here. And actually that was something I was going to do. At the end of this live, I was going to give away some stuff and make you guys come in here and get it. So, have you ever been noticed by a fan of the channel in public yet? If so, what was that like? That's a good question, Roberto. So that happens all the time. Like I consider ourselves a very small YouTube channel, and I'm not kidding. All the time. People know me. I have no idea. It's so weird. We went camping, took the kids camping, back the camper in the campsite. I was there for like 9 minutes. Like 3 people came up and they're like, "Hey, we love your channel. Love watching you." I was like, "Okay, I don't know. I guess." So yeah. Do you have a power buggy? No. Got a Chinese wheelbarrow though. Do you do good selling bulk materials? So double A lawn care. I think I did a video on that where we kind of talked about that. I set up the bulk materials for us mainly. And aside to that, we get to sell to the public. We don't sell a ton to the public, but every year it's gotten better and better. I mean, we do sell quite a bit, but for me, it was more of having the bulk materials for my guys ready to go. So when they need some, they can grab it. And when they have some extra, they got somewhere to put it. But like if you really want to sell bulk materials, you got to be in a bigger city. Like Stitzer is not the place to do that. So the radio, how does that sound run through the truck speakers? It doesn't run through the truck speakers. The radio has a speaker on it. Please don't stop cursing. That makes you real. Thank you. I agree, Neil. Ever been on the head of bidding war or anything like that with grounds control? I don't think so. Bidding war? No, I don't think so. Those guys do a lot of mowing, don't they? I don't know. Love the videos from New York. Thanks, Dylan. Do you sell landscaping supplies to other landscapers? No. Most of the other landscapers don't like us around here. Curious, your working areas as the miles away you work, kind of the population you serve. Yeah, so I mean, I would say on average we got to travel 15 to 30 miles for our landscaping. How's the screen dirt business going, Calvin? That's going pretty good. Same thing. I've only been selling screen dirt for this is the second year. So just like any other business, it takes a long time to get established. But I've got a pretty good customer base already. Got some contractors that use us, and I know how to advertise. So I've been selling quite a bit. Ever thought about getting a small toe behind concrete pump? That would be nice, but no, absolutely not. I mean, if we were doing concrete every day, maybe. Is there a lot of mowing crews in your town? Yeah. So there's not a lot of professional mowing crews in our town, but there's a lot of Joe Blows, a lot of guys that do it on the side. They do it after work. They don't know how to charge, so got my hat from a couple weeks ago. Thanks, Riley. Is it profitable, Calvin? Screen dirt. I'm assuming that's what you're talking about. Yeah, there's money to be made in the screen dirt. For us, when we were doing landscaping, I was always buying dirt from somebody else, and you never know what you're going to get. So I'd have companies bring us dirt, and it's full of rocks and sticks and shit and crap. And I used to get so upset. So then I was like, you know what? We're going to start selling dirt. So I started buying dirt, kind of flipping it, selling it, and using it for our projects. And then we got the chance to buy some shredded dirt, and that made me realize that I wanted some nice, clean dirt. So that's when I built the screener, and it's been going pretty good. Seemed like your lots are all separate locations. Yeah, Eric, we had somebody else ask that as well. Central location. So maybe on camera it seems like a hassle, but it's really not. So our office is in Fenimore. And the reason I bought this office was because I got a good deal on it, and it was really set up pretty well. We didn't have to do any major work to it. But our shop is in Stitzer, and I will never move my shop to Fenimore. Stitzer is a super small town. You can get away with a lot more stuff. I don't know. It's really not that bad. I'm sure on camera it seems like we're driving back and forth all the time, but it's really not as bad as you think. Do you give a percentage of the money you make off YouTube to your employees for being in the videos? Karma Womack. That is a great question. So I actually just brought that up in our Monday morning meeting 2 weeks ago. And I told them guys, I kind of explained to them once we cover our costs and we're profitable, that they're definitely going to get a piece of the pie. So obviously we're making money on YouTube. We're not getting rich, but we're making a little bit of money. And like I said, once we cover our costs and we start being profitable on YouTube and actually making, some decent money, then absolutely my guys will definitely get a cut of it. It's not all for me. It's not all for the business. Those guys deserve some of it too. So we're hoping we'll get there pretty soon. Have you got any sponsors yet for the channel? No, we've had all kinds of them reach out to us. So I don't know, like Temu. I'm not going to bore you guys with fucking Temu sponsors. Are you kidding me? BetterHelp, stuff like that. I don't know. We've had all kinds of, we had a company reach out about some Halloween inflatables. I was like, I don't know. We probably will do a sponsor sometime down the road, but if I'm going to do a sponsor, it's going to be something pertaining directly with my business or directly, something that you guys can use, or I don't know. I'm not sponsoring Temu or some crap like that. How do you keep a good relationship with your employees? Well, trust them. That's a good one. Trust your employees and, let them make decisions and treat them right. Whenever my employees need something, and trust me, a lot of them need help, or, whether they need some information or they need to borrow money or they need time off, blah, 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 you help them out. So, and same goes, if I asked one of them guys to come in and help me out, they probably would. So it's a mutual respect thing. Your dirt looks way different than the dirt here in North Florida. Yeah, I'm sure the dirt's different everywhere, man. I mean, you can go 15 miles north and it's all sand. So trust me, the dirt is way different everywhere. Yeah, I designed and built my screener. But I also did a video on that. I don't know, you have to go find it, but I copied another guy's design and then just made it myself. Oh, wishing you luck on the channel. Thanks, Armand. We are working on it. It's a lot of work. Thanks, Riley. Appreciate it. Where'd you find D-Rock? Darvon, good question. So Derek and I were actually, he's a grade ahead of me in school, but I've known him forever. He's known me forever. But Derek and I were complete opposites in school. He was into sports. He was into video, very outgoing. I was always quiet. I didn't do any sports. I was always working. So it's kind of interesting how we were totally separate, which we still are, and now we've come together. And actually, Derek and I work really well together. So I see you always go to Menards, no Home Depot or Lowe's. No, got to go to Dubuque to get to one of those. So Menards is pretty much the go-to around here. How come not so many drone shots? Philip, that's a good question. I would say because we're not on bigger jobs. I mean, Derek, when he started, he was always getting the drone out. I'm like, Derek, they're putting in a 3-foot by 40-foot rock bed. We don't need the drone 100 yards up in the air. So drones more for the bigger jobs or the plowing snow. Another channel in your state said the same thing about not taking sponsors that didn't apply. Strange sound with a winky face. Oh, I understand what you're saying. I've kind of noticed that. And actually, somebody that I watch, what's that guy's name up in Canada? He does the excavation. What's his name? Ken White Construction. So I kind of watch his channel. I've always watched him. I think he does some pretty good stuff. I like his business and things like that. But yeah, I seen he was getting a little heavy into the sponsors too. And I just don't see the point unless it's directly like with our business. It doesn't make sense to me. Do you do snow plowing? Yes, we do snow plowing. Go talk to Menards about sponsorship or Quick Trip. Yeah. We plow a lot of Quick Trips. How many gallons of diesel do you go through a week? I could look it up on here, but I have no idea. You need a Bobcat sponsor. Yeah. I don't know if they'd like that because coming up here in the next couple videos, you're going to see me complaining about the Bobcat. Batman needs his sidekick, Robin. Unicycle is a sport. Yeah. I had somebody send me a unicycle last week. I don't think we're going to go buy it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think Derek or Hunter's going to come up here. What the? These guys are making me do this all by myself. Oh, yeah, you and Derek are comic duo. Stranger Sound, good point. Somebody actually commented on a video and said, somebody actually commented recently and said that I have no respect for Derek. And they just thought I was being like an asshole to him, which, like, I am. But Derek and I understand each other very well. We joke around really well with each other, and we both understand each other. So sometimes on film, it might come across that I'm being like really mean to Derek, but it's it's not. Jamie, that's actually an air compressor. So don't you need FAA license for the drone? Yes. Caleb, you're Batman and Derek's Robin. I would say that. Guess he's talking about Ryan with his million sponsors that have nothing to do with his channel. Yeah, to me, that just doesn't make sense. Like, if you're going to do a sponsor, like, it has to pertain to your business. Like for Ryan, I could see him doing tools and stuff, but there's so many of these YouTubers that are doing like BetterHelp or like the AG1, the drink and all that jazz. And I'm not going to do that. It's not it's not for me. They just don't know how to take your dry sense of humor. Yeah, I know. It is what it is. It's hard to understand on film, you know. And like I said, we're in the entertainment business here. Like we're trying to be entertaining, so I'm pretty straightforward with Derek, and he knows how to take it. Let it go, D-Rock. Yeah, it's not D-Rock. I was saying somebody in the comments thought that I was being mean to him. D-Rock doesn't think I am. Those companies are just throwing money around. I agree 100%. AG1 made me go number 2 in my pants. Yeah, that's doesn't Ryan drink the AG1 though? Maybe. I don't know. Do you have an ice machine shop? I do not. That's something I've always kind of wanted to get, but I don't know. I got a fridge there with ice cold water, full of ice cold water, but as far as ice maker, I've never done that. Caleb's sense of humor is spot on. Thanks, Red. Alex Cletus almost makes me want to try AG1 though. Yeah, so I actually watch what is it? Like Dave Sparks, those kind of guys. And they are always doing that AG1 thing. And it's just like, man, like I don't know. Ads are okay once in a while, but you guys are already watching ads in the videos. And then you got to listen to me talk about drinking this stuff in the morning when you get up. Like, I just don't, just doesn't make sense to me. Oh, don't forget Simply Safe. Yeah, that's another one. Would you buy another small Kenworth? No, I don't have the need for 2 of them. From the videos, I always get the impression Derek has never had a blister. Yeah. Yeah, Derek doesn't do well with physical labor. And he's actually so funny story. When Derek started for me, he was literally filming everything. And there were days where he'd get done early, and I'm like, you can help those guys build that wall, or you can, you could do some shoveling, some raking. And he's like, it's not really for me. He's like, that's not what I want to do. And then last winter, Derek was shoveling at Quick Trip here in town. I think we were short some shovelers that morning, and we were kind of behind. And Derek went and shoveled, and he calls me like 10 minutes later, and he's like, I just threw my back out, man. I got to go home. Sorry. So, but not everybody's physical labor material. So, but he is excellent. Derek is excellent at editing videos. I'm going to tell you right now, there's no one else that works for me that could edit videos. No. It's a lot of work, guys. And you have to have a different mindset. Like he takes all this film and cuts it down, and he does a really good job. Why talk shit about Ryan? I'm not talking shit about Ryan. Did those freeze pops ever actually freeze, or are you still waiting? No, they froze. I had 450-pound ice machine in my business. You will love it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if we really need one. I'd rather just give them $5 for a bag of ice. I don't know. Nice real estate. One of those spots can bring 12 grand up depending on your reach. Yeah, I don't know. Derek is available with physical labor. Nope. AG1 is disgusting. Jack the farmer. I was actually going to try it. I don't know. They almost got me. Don't let D rock. Don't let D, but not everybody's fly the drone. Derek don't need to work. He's a genius on filming, editing. Yes, and to be honest, so Red makes a good point. Derek don't need to work. He's a genius on filming and editing. Derek found his place. He's the camera guy. So that's what Derek has always wanted to do. in high school, he's making videos. He went to school for all that stuff. And I know he told me he was going to try and start his own business and do some filming and stuff. And he just never did it. Like the job Derek has now editing this stuff, he absolutely loves it. So if you love your job, it goes pretty easy. Ice machines are a pain to keep clean. I don't know why we're talking about ice machines here. We doing an ice machine sponsorship here, or what's going on? If I was spending the money that Ryan is right now, I'd be taking sponsorships from anything. Yeah, that's a good point, Dylan. He is spending a lot of money. And I think it would be cool to, it would never happen, but if I could show you guys what I spent to build my shop compared to like what it's going to cost Ryan to build his, the numbers would be astonishing how different they are. Why is it just you on the live tonight? I don't know. I'm by myself, man. Sorry. Everybody else had stuff going on. That's why I gave him a pass, but the whole system's chaos. Is Derek paid based on YouTube growth? So no, right now, Derek is still paid hourly, just like any other employee. But once we get to a certain point, Derek's definitely going to be getting a piece of the pie here too. So yes, Derek has a voice for radio. So Derek actually used to do radio, and he still does. I think he does like ball games and stuff where he goes and announces. Mikey, you can buy a hat. I put the email at the top. I pinned it. So if you email that, Derek will get you a hat. Otherwise, you got to wait. If you want to wait for the merch shop, you got to wait till we get 50K. I don't know how you run your business without Hispanics. Kudos to you, man. Oh, yeah. We talk about that quite often. So, Hydro Dude, we actually had a guy working for us, a Spanish feller. Didn't speak 1 ounce of English. None. 0. And we put him on the mowing crew. And he did okay, but literally every time you want to talk to him, you have to talk into your phone, translate it to Spanish. It was an absolute nightmare. Very good guy, but when you can't communicate with someone, I don't know, that just drives me absolutely nuts. So, and he actually came back, what was that? Probably a month ago. He stopped in the shop and asked for a job back. And I was like, you still haven't learned any English? No. I said, come on, man. If you're going to stay in the States here, you need to learn some English. Manitowoc is Ice Machine World Headquarters. Did not know that. Dose D-Rock like to watch everyone work while he sits and does nothing. Maybe you doing the live alone tonight will shut up the guy who says you don't do anything. Oh, John, that's a good point. There's always going to be people talking crap, so was waiting for a video. Yeah, sorry, Flying Brian Cash Wang. That's a weird name. But yeah, we're just doing a live tonight. Like I said, we're going to try and do a live once a month. I have a similar attitude as you and do similar work, more into excavation. I find hilarious that someone else has the same issues with employees, just dumb shit business owners deal with. Yeah, MR802. I got a lot of friends that own businesses. It's pretty much the same thing, man. It's just everybody's stressed out. Everybody's got problems. You're the problem solver. And you really have to understand that that's your job. And there's still days where I can't handle it. So I'm pretty much a problem solver. Check out day 1 concrete finishing aid. It will save your ass. And if you lose a load, we don't do a lot of concrete, so I'm not worried about that. Dan's ass crack was the star of the last video. Yeah, we had to use a lot of blur on that. Dan definitely had some crack going there on the sod installation. It was a little rough. Let's see if Derek has even messaged me back. Hunter snapped me. If I'm going to open this Snapchat, I'm assuming he's watching me.
So we came out here to look how these are on.
He's looking at.
Gander in here.
Hunter's looking at the skid loader. I don't know what's going on. I agree with you. Like Ryan's crew, they speak Spanish in the videos. If you're going to be in our country, learn our effing language. Red, I agree with you 100%. If I move to Mexico, I would learn Spanish. I just don't understand how you could go around all day not understanding people. And like that guy that used to work for me, he's been here for years. And I'm like, dude, you just learn it. Like, just study it, figure it out. He's a good worker. Adult babysitting on stress level. Yeah, copy that. 100%. This is our America. Our language is English. Yeah. Any giveaways tonight? Diver duck down. What are you just here for the free stuff? Be giving away some AG1 here pretty quick. Howdy from Detroit. You notice how flexible Dan is? Laying that side, he wasn't even bending at his knees. Yeah, Alex. Dan's only 25 years old, so he should be pretty flexible. He's in pretty good shape. But yeah, Dan gets quite a bit done. He's spraying lawns like crazy. So does anyone near you use JCB? Not really, not much. Do you have good retention with your employees? Yeah, I feel I do, Hydro Dude. Which has taken me a lot of years to learn how to do that. You know, and I think the only employee we've lost so far this year is Brandy, and she was really upset that she had to leave. She didn't want to leave, but she's just got too many kids at home and can't find a babysitter. So, but yeah, once you learn how to keep your employees and keep them happy, that'll help out a lot. Dan is only 25. Wow. Yeah. Vexing code. So I said the same thing. I thought Dan was like 30 to 35. And when he told me he was 25, I was like blown away. I don't know. But he's a really good guy. I like having Dan here. And if Dan's got a problem, he's going to fix it. He's going to try and fix it. He's going to YouTube it. He's going to figure it out. And guess what? Then if he can't figure it out, then he's going to call me. And that's what you want as an employee. How do you keep guys through the winter months? That's probably the biggest struggle. You got to keep them busy. So you got to struggle. You got to figure out what you can. And, I think last winter they probably had, 4 or 5 weeks of unemployment where we just didn't have anything going on. So, which by then, those guys kind of like having some weeks off. You bust your ass all summer. And then in the wintertime, you're coming in odd hours, plowing snow. Some days you work 18 hours. Some days you work 20 hours. So, having a few weeks off in January or February is usually pretty nice. Do you enjoy being a business owner? Yeah, for the most part. I mean, it's stressful, but does Dan have dentures? I don't know. I would assume not, being only 25. Dan is another one. Yeah, Dan is super funny. So when I interviewed Dan, I instantly understood that he was a pretty funny guy. So, but yeah, Dan is good. And like Derek and I said, we wish we could have Dan in more of the videos, but the problem is he's just spraying all the time. So makes it kind of tough because we don't want to go around filming spraying lawns. Like that's gonna be super boring. So I don't know. We might try to get Dan on the landscape crew next year. Maybe have Dan train somebody how to spray. I don't know. Do you do plowing by seasonal contract or per plow, Mr. 802? So we've already talked about that tonight. 20% of the accounts ish are seasonal. The rest are per plow. Why do you want all the Chevy trucks to be gassers? Why not diesels? Good question. Vexing code. I don't mind the diesels, but The gassers are just so simple and so easy to work on. And if you got to leave them outside the dead of winter, you know they're going to start. I mean, I just really like the gassers. I mean, the diesels, the only thing that I like about the diesels is the fuel mileage is better. But I mean, as far as like pulling the skid loader around, yeah, it's going to take you a little bit longer to get there, but really how much longer? Like, is it that big of a deal? You know, I've had diesel trucks in the fleet, which the mowing crew uses a Duramax. They got an '08 Duramax. That truck pulls the trailer all day, every day. That truck's nice, but I don't think I want a fleet of diesels. The gassers are just so easy to work on. Plugs, wires, I mean, all they're just easy. Crap, I think the cops are at my door. John Smith. All right. Put Dan on the landscape crew. Yeah, we might do that. Dan needs to teach Chris to communicate. Chris is a really good communicator. Chris is actually very outgoing and talks a lot. So, yeah. How do you get your snow removal contracts? What do you think about winter services? So we actually sub out, or winter services subs out some of their contracts to us. If that's what you're talking about. I don't know if you're talking about the company winter services or if you're talking about winter services in general. Oh, I give Dan man his own GoPro. Dan is the content maker at the moment. Yeah. What do you do for Christmas party for the crew? Normally we don't do a Christmas party. That kind of goes back to the same thing. The guys usually like the time off. So I usually give them their PTO, their Christmas bonus, whatever else, depending on how the year went. And we've always talked about a Christmas party, but at the same time, right around that time, I'm telling you, the guys like the time off. So we haven't really done a Christmas party. How much do you pay your guys? Come on, man. I'm not just going to put everybody's pay on here. Me and wifey enjoy your no bullshit attitude in Trump 2024. Thanks, backyard. No bull here. What's your biggest margin jobs? Most profitable is probably snow removal, but you can't count on it. Victory has characters that we get to judge each week. You have way better characters than he has. Well, yeah. I mean, there's all kinds of different ways to look at it. You know, every YouTube channel is different. Put Dan on live again. Yeah, you know, Dan didn't really say much in that last live. He was pretty quiet. So, but I think he's a little bit gun shy on the video stuff yet. But he'll probably open up. We want Vivor sponsorships because the tools are infinite. Even slushy machines and kegerators. Yeah, BZ1340. Vivor. So we've actually been ordering our weed fabric on Vivor. And I've been pretty impressed with it. I don't know where Vivor has been all these years, but it like just started popping up everywhere. So yeah, we've ordered a few things off there, and the backpack sprayers, which seems to work pretty good. Josh, the dirt buildup behind the bucket on the Bobcat. Yeah, you're gonna want to stay tuned for that because Caleb goes into a big hissy fit about that. Sean and Dan would work great together. I do believe Dan would bring Sean out of his shell. Yeah, possibly. Sean's just a quieter guy, and like I said, not everybody here loves the camera, so I don't know. A lot of different elements that go into this kind of stuff. Thoughts on invasive camels in Australia? If they come to America, they may cause landscaping issues which would be good for business. Thoughts on invasive camels in Australia? Are you kidding me, man? Like I know anything about invasive camels in Australia. Farmer's Almanac is calling for lots of snow. I don't know. Hasn't it been calling for a lot of snow for the last 10 fucking years? I don't know if I believe that stuff. When are one of the guests popping in? I don't think any guests are popping in. I apologize, but it's pretty much just me tonight. I haven't got a message from anyone. Nobody stopped by. I guess I can pull up the shop cameras and see if those guys are out at the shop. Get an ice cream machine for Dan at the office. I don't think that's a good idea. Is there a real question about invasive camels? Yeah, I don't know, Roberto. I guess it might be somebody messing with me. Caleb in Hissy Fit is something to look forward to. Yeah, so Stranger Sound. Boy, if you guys ever get to see that, that's gonna get some views. So when Caleb gets mad and throws a fit, it's gonna be pretty good. We'll get it on camera one of these days. You guys haven't seen it yet. Derek's seen it in person, but like that, there's no way we could put that on YouTube. You're holding your own, Caleb. Thank you. I requested for my customer to pick up dog fences. I requested for my customer to pick up dog feces, and if they didn't, I'd charge double the price. Is that fair? Oh boy, I don't know. I ran into that quite a few times when I was mowing. I remember that because I have a super, super good nose and I can smell a lot of things. And man, I hated mowing over dog shit. Oh, that was so horrible. But for the most part, all the customers that we had, they were pretty good about picking it up. But yeah, I mean, I would just get rid of a customer. If you got one that's just full of dog crap, go get a new customer. Don't keep struggling. I know what that stuff smells like. And when you pull it on your trailer and it's in an enclosed trailer and your tires are full of dog crap, that's not good. D-Rock has to do some creative editing. Yeah. You already had a hissy fit on Bobcat Dirt Issues. Yeah. But yeah, I had a fit, but that's not. That's Caleb at like a 2. You guys don't want to see me at a 10 freaking out about something. Damn, got a commercial break. Your advertising algorithm is a Lamborghini. Your advertising algorithm is a Lamborghini office chair. Oh, that's funny. Anybody else getting ads for Lamborghini office chairs? Is that because I'm in an office chair or what's going on here? Is there still freeze pops in the freezer? Yes, there are. Dan didn't eat them all. I don't know how you deal with the stress, man. Yeah, it's tough. Love a nice dog shit mist across the face in the morning. I remember those days, man. That was not fun. I live in California. We can't buy gas gardening equipment any longer. Everything is going electric. Are you concerned about gas equipment becoming banned in your states? So, Hydra Dude, I don't know how you live there. There's no effing way I could live there. And if it's being banned in California, I mean, I would say it would hit Wisconsin in another 20 years. I don't know. But we did switch to all Milwaukee. So, like the mowing crew, they use all Milwaukee trimmers and leaf blowers. So, we got rid of all of our small, like steel stuff. When's D-Rock getting a company car? So, D-Rock actually has or had a company car. He's got a Trailblazer sitting up there, but he lives a block away. So, he doesn't. It's more of a hassle for him to drive at a block. But like when he's got to go do filming and stuff, he just hops in the Trailblazer. Angriest moment at Pagel Services. Yeah. We had an angry moment this spring. I can't really talk about it because it's deals with the local community here. But I came in here this spring and I was screaming mad. I was ready to flip out. And Derek hadn't seen me that mad. I don't think Derek has ever seen me that mad, but I was mad. But I can't really go into detail about it. I can't be talking about that stuff. So, but if I did, boy, would that get some views. Because I was hot that day. It took me probably probably at least a day and a half to get settled back down. That's how mad I was. Ever had a major accident, vehicles or equipment wise? Yes. I mean, that many trucks rolling around, you're going to have accidents. So we've had a lot of dump trailer accidents because people get confused and then they load the dump trailer at the back and then you start going down the road and then it does this and then it jackknifes and wrecks the truck. QuickBooks ad for me. All right. Well, we do use QuickBooks. So, and for some of you guys, it's not like we pick the ads. So don't think we're over here like picking Lamborghini chairs. Those ads are specifically for you. Were you injured when the dump truck flipped? Nope. Jonathan, I got pretty lucky. So I've been dump trucking basically, since I was 18 and had my CDL. And that's the first time I've ever tipped one over. And about had to change my pants, but it fell on the driver's side with the box all the way up in the air. So I reached over, I grabbed the passenger side seat because obviously I don't wear my seatbelt, and just hung on, went for a ride, slammed on the ground, glass everywhere. I did hit my head. I was a little worried, sat there for probably a minute, just kind of thinking, dropped my phone. So you got to remember, I'm sitting on my side, glass everywhere. I was trying to make sure I wasn't cut or injured. And then I was trying to dig for my phone and the fire extinguisher fell and just went off. So I'm literally laying in this truck sideways, upside down, looking for my phone, and the fire extinguisher goes off. Fills the entire cab up. I'm coughing, hacking, trying to get out of the freaking truck. But I didn't get hurt, so I was lucky. State Farm is there. All right. Have you ever hit a deer? No, I've never hit a deer. I'm excited as a father. Any advice? My girl says she's pregnant, but I've never had. Okay, Roberto, I think you're being kind of, but she's kind of being a smart ass there. Shout out from New Hampshire. Hey, thanks. Appreciate it. Please shout out Mistaken Drip. Okay. Patreon can give you another source of income, give you a spot to curse and go off all you want. Hey, that's a good idea, JB. We've talked about a Patreon, but I didn't realize you could curse and do all that stuff, which that kind of makes sense. So did you climb out the passenger side? Yes, climbed out the passenger side. When you gonna paint the green on the dump truck? No, to match the red. No. This winter, hopefully we can paint that red dump truck green. Any particular reason you like white vehicles? No, not really, but they all match. I like things matching and all of our stuff looking the same. What's up with your mothers? All right, you guys, the comments are getting a little weird here. Are you hiring? No. You have unlisted videos for Patreon subs. Yeah. Derek and I will talk about that. It's actually a good idea. No advertisers to worry about at Patreon. Yeah, that's a good point. I don't know. What is so I don't have any Patreon accounts. I don't do any of that, but so what does a Patreon account cost you guys? So if you got somebody that you love and they have a Patreon account, what does that cost you? Do you pay that monthly or what? iPhones have crash alerts. Did it not go off when you crashed? Roberto, I hate iPhones. I own 3 of them for the business, but I can't run them. So I got an Android. People subscribe for a set amount per month or video. Would you ever do more tool storage trucks like 100 drives? Yep, that's the plan, Brad. You decide what the tiers. Oh, okay. So I decide how much they are. What's your schedule looking like? Slow or busy? Donald, that's a great question. We are super swamped. We're really busy. And every September is when the estimates like kind of start slowing down coming in. And we are booked. We got a lot of work. So we're flying through it, but like I always tell Justin, I want to be digging and doing landscaping until the day it snows. So he's got a little bit more work to do, but we are booked out quite a ways. $40 a month, Patreon 3, 5, 10. Okay, that makes sense. Oh yeah, you had a video of your mother reading Three Little Pigs. Story was joke. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't find that funny. I know you guys probably found that funny, but the Three Little Pig story I did not find funny. Putting in work, bro. I walked down, got more beers, and you're still on nice. Yeah, frog log. I don't know how much longer I can stare at this computer, but I'm giving her my all. Biggest job amount you sold? I don't know. I don't like getting into numbers. In winter, will you get a lot of shop repair videos? Any cool projects planned? So that's a good point. Vexing code. So obviously, once winter comes, we aren't going to be doing landscaping. We aren't going to be out and about. So we plan on doing a lot of shop videos. We'll be doing a lot of work to the dirt screener. We'll probably paint that red dump truck in-house. I thought about sending it out. It'd be a little bit easier, but probably paint it in the shop. So there'll definitely be some good videos coming this winter. I mean, we're going to stick to 2 videos for sure, and we're still kind of working towards Saturday videos. So you got 6 minutes left. Yeah. Thanks a lot, Derek, you slacker. Do you still ride your unicycle? No, I do not, Big Meat Pete. I'm glad that's on your mind. You picture me riding that. Have a great night. Thanks, Backyard. I'm excited for shop videos. Yeah. The only thing I don't like is a shop video every day. That's what scares me. I don't want to be boring to you guys. I don't want to be the same thing over and over. So it's a little concerning, but as long as we get enough snow, you guys will be getting snow plowing videos, and we'll see how that goes. Need to see you on a unicycle. Yeah, it sounds like I just need to buy a unicycle and get going on that. How early in the spring did you start landscaping? So that's a good question. Normally we start the last week of March. Well, I wouldn't say landscaping. I would say we start like the property maintenance services last week of March. The true landscaping jobs probably like middle of April. Where's the special guests? That's a good question. We don't know where they're at. How often does the radio get used in the shop? The radio gets used in the shop every day. But if we're filming, we shut it off. Oh, what's your niche? We like retaining walls. You did good tonight, Caleb. Thanks, Phil. Really enjoy the videos you guys make. Keep them coming. Thank you, JT, JR Landscaping. Appreciate it. Concrete. No, we're not doing concrete. How many of you guys do you keep staff during winter? All and just cut their hours back? Yeah, pretty much. So we hope to get a good winter, keep everybody busy. But, there will be times where we'll have to lay some of them off. And, usually I only lay them off for a couple weeks at a time where they can get a little break and then we get some more work or something. It's more about the people than the content. Stranger sound. Yes, 100%. Took us a long time to figure that out, but we figured it out. Any tips on painting equipment and trailers? Cody, that could be 3 videos long, man. I've been painting and sandblasting and doing that stuff for a very long time. So there's a lot of stuff we could talk about. How many retaining walls do you do a week? Right now they've been on bigger jobs, so these jobs are taking, like that Muscadet job that took basically The equipment was on site for probably 6 weeks, which drove me absolutely crazy. But I don't have their hours. I don't remember how long they worked there, but I would say they worked there for a solid 5, 10, probably 15 days. Is the lake job all done? Yeah, lake job's all done. Who has the spray tech license? That would be Dan. Dan Sprayerman. He has the spray tech license. And also John Kaufman has that. He's on the mowing crew. Thanks, Dave. Somebody's messaging the business page. Did we see a final video on that big wall on the hill? Not sure. Nope, we haven't done that yet. And Derek wanted to go film that the other day. And I kind of talked to him about it. And I said this earlier in the video. So that big wall job we did, we literally bid the stairs and the walls. That's it. There's no landscaping. There's no decorative rocks. There's no plants. There's no grass seeding. It was literally just the stairs and the walls because that's what they wanted to get. They wanted to get the bulk of the job done this year and then probably next year do the landscaping. So it kind of sucks because I want to go get pictures of it, but it's not going to be perfect. You know, like obviously the stairs and the walls are perfect, but the landscaping, the entire feature of the project isn't complete in my opinion. So it's kind of tricky. Thanks, Dave H. Do we see hello from Michigan? All you guys watch videos. Thanks, appreciate it. All Word Outdoor Solutions, Atlanta, coffee drinker. I've never drank coffee. I don't. It's disgusting. Ugh. We really want to see the final product. Yeah, we're just gonna have to do it. Cause like for me, I don't want you guys to see that and think, oh man, it could have done a little bit more, but you know, really it's just like phase 1 of the project. The stairs and the walls are done. And it's usable. It looks nice, but it's just not. It looks so much better with a bunch of nice decorative rock and some plants and some lighting and all that. What do you use for the weather app? Just whatever's on my phone. I guess in the wintertime, I do have a few different apps that I go by. That makes sense. It'd be cool to see before and after, but I understand not wanting to put it out there before it's perfect. Yeah, so thanks for understanding. But even the before and after now would be pretty crazy. We have over 300 watching, but only 131 likes. What the? Well, 136. All right. Yeah, I don't know. Do the likes help? I don't know. You guys better be hitting that like button if you're in here. The shop videos rock. Should go into detail on intervals and some more how-tos. Yeah, I don't know. We've talked about that, Jason. We don't really want to be a how-to YouTube channel. I don't want to be a teacher. We're kind of here for the entertainment, joking around, having fun. So that, I don't know, that's tricky. But there's some things that we can I don't know. It's a hard one to. The undercover boss video is funny, fun way to check up on the cruise. So yeah, Nathan, the best part about that undercover boss video was there was zero planning, nothing. Like I literally walked into Derek's office with that goofy hat on, and I said, "Let's go spy on the mowing crew." Grabbed the camera, and we just went. So that was probably the best part of the whole video. Is it wasn't planned, it wasn't scripted, it was just real shit happening right now, and it was funny. But also we've had people comment and say we're a-holes for spying on our guys and we don't know how to run a business, and it's like, man, we're just trying to have fun. How do you schedule payments for jobs? Half upfront, rest completion. You guys take payments for certain jobs. Dustin Lenz. Anything over $5,000, we're getting half down. Period. End of conversation. So anything over 5,000, half down. Likes help the algorithm. All right. Kind of makes sense. So we're going to need some more likes up there, guys. We're at 173, 177. You guys are really making me beg for them. My bad, I have an injured finger. All right, Bo Duke. Guess you can't hit the like button then. Fun is best, drama stinks. Yeah, but drama also gets clicks, man, and gets entertainment. Have you used the Chinese medicine yet? I think you mean the Chinese little wheelbarrow thing. Yeah, we've used it. What time do you start in the morning? So most mornings I start my day at 5 or 5:30, but the guys come in at 7. They start their days at 7. The likes help. Yeah, we need more likes. We're at 183. Good job, guys. Trucks and equipment tour videos. Yeah, Matthew, I've thought about that as well. I don't know. To me, that seems kind of boring. But I understand how some of the viewers would like that. I don't know. I'd be spying on that mower often. Yeah. Yeah, if your truck went by on a mowing job, John's speed would increase. Yeah, they hear me coming. They know what's going on. What business isn't watching their employees besides government? Yes, Stranger Sound. Very good point. If you're not watching them, you're missing something. F the haters. You guys rock. Thank you, Robert. Handyman, small business owner from Maine. We support you and your business. Keep up the work. You're doing great. Thank you, handy neighbors. Appreciate it. Do you guys smoke marijuana? Tyler Hinkle. No, we do not. We had someone, I don't even want to talk about that. We had someone post a bad Google review that said we've been hitting the pipe on the job. So somebody that watches our YouTube took the time out of their day to go make a fake Google review for us and say that we left a pipe on their front step. And I don't even remember where they were from. It was like states away, but no, we ain't smoking no marijuana at work. Does Holly ever wear gloves? Yeah, she does once in a while, but she likes to get her hands dirty. Shop tour. Stranger Sound. We already did a shop tour. I don't want to do another one. But I think I did a pretty good video on that. I get more done before 7 a.m. than most people do all day. Yeah, so it took me a lot of years to figure that out. I used to get up at, 7 o'clock and start my day, and then owning a business, it's kind of nice. If you get up at 5, I can get quite a bit done and things organized before the guys get here. Now, there's some days where I sleep in until 6:30. It's the perks of being the boss, but how far are you from Milwaukee? About 3.5, 4 hours. Have you always used Ferris? If so, why? Yes. I actually when I started, I bought a bad boy and I used that for like 6 months. And then I went to Ferris. And the reason we're with Ferris still is because their dealer is excellent and they treat us well. Did you have any worries by hiring a woman, Holly, into a male-oriented job space? No. So I mean, I know Holly. I've always known her. And Holly likes to work. So it never crossed my mind that she wouldn't be able to handle it. And she honestly can out physically work most of the guys here. I feel like the mowing crew is more like watching the Food Channel. Have you ever caught anyone with drugs? No, I don't think. I mean, I've had guys show up that are like, they got to be on something. Sent them home. I love how Caleb doesn't avoid crazy questions. Stranger Sound, there have been some questions that I have been avoiding. I've just been like going around them. So, sorry, I'll look it up. I bet John smokes 5 packs a day. Yeah, John smokes quite a bit. Bo Duke, the people that tell you you're an a-hole don't know how to run a business. Yeah, I appreciate it, Bo Duke. What are your plans during the winter months for content? Do you guys still work? Jordan, we literally just talked about that. We'll be doing some shop videos, fixing equipment up, and hopefully plowing snow. Is it dark at 5 a.m.? Yes, it's dark at 5 a.m. It's not spying. Most people don't understand what it takes to run a business. They have no clue how much it costs. Yeah, copy that, Steven. Most people don't. Holly isn't taking anybody's shit. Copy that. Where are your live guests? I don't know. You tell me. He avoids when people ask how much he pays. The latest commercial break was for silicone sealant and donuts. Never before. Yeah, I actually clicked on silicone sealant and donuts. So stop worrying about Victory and Ryan because you guys run your own. Yeah, I'm not worrying about Victory or Ryan. I think what he's doing is great. People ask me questions and I answer it. I don't sit up and worry about what Ryan's doing. He'll be mad when I send a box of shit to his office. I don't know. That'd make a pretty good YouTube video. Holly is your best worker. Yes. Will there be a derby video? Yes, 100%. So we're actually setting that all up this week, guys. I actually worked on my derby truck for most of the day today. And we'll all be working on them tomorrow. And we've got a bunch of different mounts mounted in the derby cars. We're going to try to have one facing us, one facing out, and then obviously a couple out in the field, and then the drone. So it's going to be a lot of filming, a lot of editing, but we're going to try to get as much of the derby footage as possible for you guys because it should be a fun time. And then we're going to try and get some audio too because I'm usually swearing and yelling when I'm doing it. So how much are the vapes that Holly smokes? I think they're like $20, $30. Have you heard of Rumble? No, I don't. What is Rumble? Does that like take out the swear words or something? All the Karens I hate. Yeah. Appreciate it, Dave. There's a few of you saying keep doing what you're doing. Appreciate it. Definitely got to stay positive. We don't need any of the haters or the trolls. How many derbies have you won? There's quite a few trophies at home, but it's all for the trailer race. So I don't actually do the demolition derby. I do the trailer race, which I've been doing that for quite a few years. Get Derek in the derby. Yeah, we've thought about it. We actually talked about that this week, getting in a car and then like covering it in mattresses and like foam and sending Derek out there, and he'd just be like waving people by and trying to use his blinkers. And yeah, Derek's not gonna be doing the derby. Yeah, we need some more likes. 192 likes. Come on, guys. What's going on here? What is going on? So yeah, apparently nobody showed up. It's 9:13. Son of a gun. Guess I did the live all by myself tonight. What percentage is your maintenance costs? I don't really like going over numbers on YouTube. Come on, guys, hit the like. Maybe if you paid them more, they'd show up. Oh, JP. Yeah, I pay the guys pretty good. There's a lot of those comments too. People saying, "Oh man, you don't pay them shit." I treat my guys pretty good, and they're yeah. But yeah, nobody showed up tonight. No one would come for 15 an hour. Who makes 15 an hour? There isn't anybody here that makes 15 an hour. I got a job for Derek tomorrow. Have him fix the cable sagging under the TV. How the F do they know what you pay? They don't. People don't know. That's the thing. Like, it's just a little stressful with some of these comments, but I've been doing pretty good at staying out of the comments. I told Derek the other day, I said, you got to take YouTube studio off my computer in my office because I always go in there and I look at the comments. No more of that. I really don't look at them. That's $29 an hour here. Yeah. Who is Caleb Pagel Jr.? Who has made a Caleb Pagel Jr. account? We want more Derek in the videos. Bald Lives Matter. Somebody's made a Caleb Pagel Jr. account just to come in here and comment. What is going on? What editing software do you use? Final Cut Pro. That's what Derek likes using. I think they're all camera shy when they're not on the job. Yeah, I would agree. You think the comments are bad? Wait until you see the chat. Yeah, I'll tell you what, that last live we did where the guys were drinking the apple juice, the comments in the live were getting a little spicy there. A little spicy. And that's why we kind of talked about possibly not having Holly and Brandy on the live, because we don't want a bunch of drama. We don't want people talking a bunch of shit. So that's YouTube for you, Caleb. Trust me, you get a much worse Beth thing. Ignore and block it. They want you to respond. Yes. Farthest you've gone for a job. Who is Caleb Pagel Jr.? Somebody figure that out. Next live, do some more apple juice. Yeah. We talked about that too. Trying to come up with a different way to have fun on a live. You did a great job. Thanks, Vexing Code. Appreciate it, man. It's a lot of work. I hate staring at the computer screen, but I've been staring at it for 2 hours and 16 minutes. 2 hours and 16 minutes, and I only got 209 likes. Just failing. Oh, there's 210. Somebody's listening to me. I started cutting grass on the side this year. What's your best tip? Just every lawn you mow, just do a good job. Care about it. Be proud. Take a picture of it. Post it. Be proud of what you're doing. Derek, or do you Patreon? They're still talking about Patreon. What do you think about Grub Mud? I've only watched very little of his stuff. I really don't know. Just asking if you ever hired Hispanics. Yes, hired one. Didn't speak any English. It was an absolute nightmare. That was a serious question. I'm by Green Bay. I love your videos. Farthest you've gone for a job? About 40, probably 50 minutes. 50 minutes from our home base. And we don't really do that anymore. I think D-Rock delivered my pizza a few years ago. Yeah, that's a possibility. How's the diabetes? Carolina Groundskeeper. I'm glad you're here. Diabetes is doing great. Just took a shot of insulin. Next live, Chris. Yeah, so Chris was actually supposed to be here. I kind of messed up and forgot to ask him until later today, and he already had plans. So my bad. I had too much going on, and I forgot to ask Chris. Did you get a new CRM yet? LMN will serve you well and improve your profits. Joe Elliott, great question. We did, and we went with, it's not LMN. Is it Service Autopilot, I think? Something like that. I don't know. The guys are getting it all situated in the office and getting everything set up. My sales guy didn't think LMN would be the best for us. I don't know why. That's not really my cup of tea. I like to work and get dirty. So the CRM and all that computer stuff isn't my forte. When you stop this live, say, and I'll see you guys at the coffee shop. Adios. Caleb looks like he has been drinking some of D-Rock and Dan the Sprayer Man apple juice. It's probably because I've been staring at a screen for 2 hours and 18 minutes. I don't drink, and I never have. What alternative career path would you have done? Probably truck driver. That's kind of what I grew up wanting to do my whole life, was drive trucks and stuff. So, do you want to expand your business? Stop growth, focus on profit. We are stopping growth and focusing on profit. That's kind of where we're at. Because if we get more guys, I'm going to have to hire another manager. And I don't really want to do that right now. Are you still with Verizon? We have Verizon for the GPS on the trucks. Verizon sucks. Don't get it. Per yard price for your screen dirt. Matthew Thornton. Where are you from? Am I competing against you? I don't like giving out prices, man. There's all kinds of guys trying to sell dirt and be cheaper than me. It just drives me nuts. What's the fucking heart for in the lower right corner? It's like a like button or something. I don't know. Heart in the lower corner. I wonder if I can push it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't understand. Mike Andy's product, huh? No, so Joe, it's not his. God dang it. That's what we had, was Mike Andy's. And we tried that for 3 months, and it was an absolute nightmare. What is his called? I can't remember. We switched from Mike Andy's to the other one. How much garbage do we make? Ever thought about doing a podcast where you just rant for 2 hours? Strange sound. I mean, I feel like I just did that. I don't know. Where is the like button? I don't know, man. MVP 3 wings. Love them. I would get them if you got an MVP 3. What kind of sod was the last video? Kentucky Bluegrass. Send me a shirt and hat, MF. Just think if I sent everybody a hat and a shirt, I'd be broke. What's your take on Mike Andy's? That guy's like a pinball, man. He's just pew, 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 100 mile an hour. And then he puts a lot of time and effort into his videos and his YouTube. And I think his views, like, I don't think he gets enough views for how much time and effort he puts into them. But he keeps making them. I don't know. Hey, send somebody out. Yeah, I know. So that's the thing, Jordan. So that's a good point. I used to love trucking. I grew up laying on the floor with my dad when I was 5 years old in the semi. Love trucking. Now I drive 30 minutes and I'm falling asleep. I hate it. It's so boring. There's no way I could ever do it again. There's no way to like the live. All right. We seem to be having some confusion here. Everybody's asking how to like the live, and obviously this probably looks different from my screen, so I'm not going to be able to explain it. Service Autopilot is Mike Andy's. Jobber is another one. No, yeah, it's not. I can't think of what it's called. Who was the TikTok guy in that video? So we actually did research after he left, and I don't think he's the big TikTok star that we thought. There's another guy that looks a lot like him that did the TikTok thing, but I don't think that's him. You answered my question by not answering my question. Now I got to go back and look at what your question was, William. What was your question? I don't see it. I'm not looking. This is too hard. Oh, reminder to those stones who forgot to press the like button. It sounds like some of them don't know where the like button is. On mobile, the like button is probably hidden. What kind of seed do you use? Kentucky Bluegrass. I'm upside down watching. I'm upside down watching. Is the like button on the left or right? We laying in bed there, vaccine code? That's where I'm going to be here real quick. Get out of the chat and you'll see the like button. You should grow a mullet. That ain't happening. Exit out of the live chat and hit the thumbs up. All right, guys. They're figuring it out because we're getting way more likes. We're up to 229. You have to hit the X button. What is the worst employee experience you ever had? Oh, man. There's a lot of them. That's probably a whole video, man. It's been a pretty long day to be getting into the worst employee experience. But not showing up, always lying and telling me you're going to be here and then not showing up. I mean, I don't have that problem anymore, but I did years ago. Where's the surprise guest? Jordan, sorry, man. They were supposed to be here. Nobody's here. It's just me. Sorry, man. Trying to keep it entertaining. Doing the best I can. But everybody kind of has stuff going on tonight. You ever had an employee steal from you? Yes, 100%. Carolina groundskeeper. I've had employees, well, fudging your time card, that's considered stealing. I've had guys do that. I've had guys steal fuel. So yeah. And I'm sure I've had guys steal tools and stuff, but I don't know about it. There's a scar on your head. Twister's music. Yeah, so that scar goes all the way across my head. 6 weeks old, they had to cut my head open because I was born without a soft spot. So they had to chop my head open and fix her up. I don't really know, but I'm still here, so they must have did a good job. Just got home from work. Is Caleb the surprise guest? Tier 1 American. This is it. I'm your surprise guest. I'm glad you got to watch. Have you ever had issues with equipment going missing? No. So I got GPS on all the equipment, like all the bigger machinery and stuff. So people raiding trailers when mowing the backyard. Yeah. We're in a pretty rural area here. That stuff doesn't really happen around here. Yeah, I'm pretty much ready for bed. How much product do you sell at your sales yard? Not a ton. It's in a super small city, or town, Stitzer. So we don't really sell a lot. It's more of having the stuff on hand for my guys. Jack the farmer. Those guys came in. She didn't hear. Yeah, there was actually a lot of complaints about those guys. So those guys were running around selling that cleaner, and we saw a lot of complaints on the scanner page. People calling in and complaining. So I don't know. Whiteout versus MVP3 or both. I like the whiteout. If we're doing parking lots, the whiteouts are nice. But if you're going to a country driveway where it's drifted in 4 feet shut, you're going to turn right back around and go get an MVP3. Sorry, Caden, didn't realize you was young buck. Do you have GPS on R2? No. I don't know if his Snapchat location is on. I could watch him that way. Try running a mowing business with a push mower and a peg leg in Florida. All right. Do you watch any auto stuff like Cletus or Whistling Diesel? So I've never really watched Cletus. He seems like a little much for me. But I have watched all of Whistling Diesel. He's done an excellent job with his YouTube channels and his business. So definitely watch his stuff. Yes, my truck is deleted. Is your mom and dad still with you? My dad is not. My mom is. And she works for me a day and a half a week now. Someone stole the trimmers off my trailer, locks and all. That sucks, man. Yeah, I mean, we're in a super rural area. That stuff just doesn't really happen around here. I shouldn't say that because now it will. But, if you're in those bigger cities and stuff, you got to be locking that stuff up every time you turn around. Yes, weight loss surgery has been done a couple of years ago. Caleb, did you do an asphalt job? No. Love the channel, fellow contractor. Appreciate it. Martinez, day and night. Love your videos all the way from San Bernardino, California. Appreciate it, man. Caleb, did you know you can paint the rust on your trucks to stop them from rusting more? Just paint the rust white. Yeah, I don't think painting over rust is going to stop it. I mean, it covers it up for a little bit, but it's hard to hide rust with white. So I don't think we're just going to slap some paint on them. But like I said before, we are looking for some new trucks, some rust-free ones from down south. So we'll have to check that out. But yeah, probably gonna call her a day here, guys. 2 hours and 29 minutes. Look at all that work I've been doing today. Do you guys use fluid film or something? Yeah, so we use a shit out of fluid film. All the plows, all the salters, all the trucks, but you're still gonna have rust. I mean, it slows it down, but it happens. It does stop them from rusting. I live in Ohio, and my work truck is a rusty mess. You guys are all awesome, D-Rock. I don't know. Buy a whole fleet of cyber trucks. I don't know about that. That'd be weird. We could call it cyber landscaping. How many chargers? You'd have to have like, you imagine that coming back with like 6 or 8, 10 cyber trucks at the end of the day, having to plug them all in, and then the electric bill just going. Enjoyed the live. Thank you. We use wool wax. Yeah, I've kind of wanted to switch over to that. Rust color, Rust-Oleum works well. Yeah, but you can't just paint over rust. You gotta get rid of the rust. So appreciate it. I just did some spray paint from a can paint and it stopped my course from rusting out. So Red, I appreciate your comment, and but painting over rust isn't going to stop it. I'm sorry. Rust starts from the inside and works its way out. $1 billion company. It's $1 billion. We have high electric bills here with all of our cyber trucks. What's your favorite YouTube channel? I would say probably Whistle and Diesel, honestly, because it's entertainment for me. At the end of the day, I want to go home, shut my brain off, think about something else, and that's what I would watch. Miss the sarcasm. Try spray. Wow, man, I'm tired. I miss the sarcasm. Sorry. I don't think Red knows what he's talking about. Yeah, Red could be being a smartass too. I don't know. It's hard to tell when you're just typing here. WD is a legend, in my opinion. He rules the internet. Yeah, I agree with that. The only thing I'd like to see from him is a little more consistent video uploads. Not that I have any room to tell that guy how to make YouTube videos, but I feel like if he was on a actual schedule posting videos, I feel like that would do better, but maybe not. Maybe just throwing them out random is better. I live in the Rust Belt and I travel all over Ohio, and my quarters look great. All right. I don't know. Maybe we're talking about something different here. How far is the office to your house? My house is probably 3 minutes, 4 minutes. Yeah, like once a month would be nice. Yeah. I mean, it'd be nice to look forward. Like, I don't know. Maybe you guys look forward to our videos. I'm assuming you do. So I always thought if Whistle and Diesel posted, once a month or twice a month, I would look forward to his videos. I would know that, hey, it's the 15th, he's posting a video. But also, I think him posting at random times, I don't know. It probably does its own thing. I'm not going to compare myself or my channel to Whistle and Diesel because we are way different. Must be fiberglass quarters. Yeah. Something going on there. I don't know. Rusty Chevys. We're just painting over the rust. They look brand new. I don't know what's going on. Oh, yeah. You're in the area. Beautiful Wisconsin is nice. Definitely nice here in Wisconsin. Pretty good weather. I should probably go to bed. Has anybody got any good questions? Should probably give something away. I'm going to do something a little different tonight. So for you guys that are still sticking around, appreciate it. If we could get a few more likes, I'm going to give something away. It's going to kind of suck for some of you because the giveaway is going to work like this. The first 2 people to walk in to our office tomorrow and say the word YouTube, they're going to get a free shirt. Free shirt and free hat. So the first 2 people that can walk into our office tomorrow morning after 8 a.m. and say the word YouTube, free shirt, free hat. So I understand that sucks for some of you because obviously you can't come here. But I know there are quite a few people that watch it locally. So anyone local, free shirt, free hat, 8 a.m. tomorrow. Come in, tell Sydney YouTube. She's going to give you a shirt and hat. I'm buying a plane ticket now. I don't think it might be cheaper just to buy a shirt and hat than get a plane ticket. Who runs your contest, Mr. Beast? Yeah, everything's rigged here, boys. It's all rigged. We're not even gonna give away the shirts. We're not gonna give away the hats. We're just gonna say we did. We ain't giving them away. Can you pick me up from the airport? Can you imagine making $50K per YouTube video? Yeah, that'd be nuts. I'll be there at 5 a.m. outside the office. Don't do that. There won't be anybody here, Jack the Farmer. 8 a.m. I'll start to drive now from Eastern Kentucky. Yeah, you guys, I think it might be cheaper just to buy a hat and shirt. I'm glad the big one's getting called out. Yeah, this kind of makes you wonder, doesn't it, Frog Leg? Some of those channels are just so big. But he does a lot of good things, so you got to remember that. I'm at your front door right now, not the office. I'll await your shirt. Big Tasty is at my front doorstep. I could pull out my camera and see if you're there. I work at 8. Will you open early? Jack the Farmer. I don't know what to tell you there, man. I already made the rules. First 2 people to show up at our office after 8 a.m. that say the word YouTube is getting a free hat and a free shirt. You're gonna have to call. You're gonna have to tell. You're gonna have to tell your job you're gonna be late. Ads will run shortly for some viewers in 50 seconds. I'm just now seeing that. I wonder if it always does that. I'd put that hat with my Tiger Woods autographed hat. Do you think D-Rock will let me crash this place? I could be the first one there in the morning. I'm here already coming. It's not 8 a.m., so you failed. Instead, in your Salter counter deal. Interested in your Salter counter deal. Yeah, our services. So I got this crazy idea that in our merch shop, I'm going to have a few things like that. So I thought about packaging together how I make my Salter counters and putting that in our merch shop. So you could just buy it, have directions, set it up. Because like right now, I have to buy 3 different products and put them all together. So what if I bought all 3 of those products and you could just buy it from me? That'd be kind of cool. Do you give discounts out, like if they're local or something? So we usually give discounts out to people that get a lot of services from us. You know, if we're mowing your grass and we're plowing your snow and we're taking care of your entire property, when you call me for some mulch or you call me for some rock beds, I'm going to give you a deal on it. Caleb Pagel Jr. in the chat. Is that your son? No, it's definitely not my son. Yeah, I'll probably have to just do a video on the Salter counter thing, but it does work really good. Winter's coming, yeah. Yeah, I thought about that, having that in the merch store, because that would be something that a lot of you guys would probably utilize. All fun and games until you have tents in your parking lot. If there's tents in the parking lot for a shirt and hat, we got issues, guys. I mean, really, it's just a shirt and hat. Like, come on. I'm sure. Where do you work at, Jack the Farmer? I think you told me last time in the live, but I can't remember where you work. Better throw in a bubbler. No, we ain't giving away no bubbler. What do you think about a roundabout right in front of the office or the shop? I'd be fine with it. I have no problem with roundabouts. It's everybody else has a problem with. Oh, West End, yeah, gotcha. Yeah, I don't know what to tell you there. Who's always late to work? Um, to be totally honest, Chris is always like the last one rolling in. Now he's got a little bit of a longer drive than everybody else, but I get the vibe that Chris doesn't really like mornings. He always shows up, sometimes a couple minutes late here and there, but I don't really give a shit as long as you're here. But he's not necessarily late, but he's always the last one pulling in at like 6:59, which whatever, that's fine, but most of the other guys are here at like 6:30, 6:40, sitting in their trucks, probably watching TikTok. I don't know. Call Joe for me. Yeah, I can shoot Joe a message telling me you're gonna have to be 20 minutes late. There are gonna be campers and RVs in the office parking lot. That'd be funny. Sydney called me in the morning. She'd be like, "Yeah, there's a bunch of tents and people out in the parking lot. What in the f is going on?" I was just trying to give away a couple shirts. Who's your number one fan? I don't know, Phil. Probably you. Seems like you're always commenting on our Facebook and our YouTube, so might have to maybe send you a shirt. Aiden Pagel, looks like my son made it in the chat. Must be pretty bored just watching his dad on YouTube here talk about nothing. Do you pay a $500 bonus for being on time? LOL. Sorry, Ryan. Oh, yeah. I've actually thought about doing that, giving bonuses for whoever shows up, but I don't know. Go to sleep, man. Yeah, that's coming pretty quick here. Bubblers need to go out in the parade next week. Little dump. Watching you keep messing with your steering wheel up and down is just starting to rock has me cracking up. Yeah, I don't know, man. I tilt the wheel all the time, I guess. I don't know. Yeah, Phil has been commenting on our Facebook and all of our stuff, which the only reason I know that is because Derek told me. Mags gives you a week off to those who show up every day. Yeah, that's a good idea. Well, Holly shows up earlier than everyone, so I think that's like her time to chill and not think. So Holly shows up usually like 6:15 to 6:20, and then sits in her car, jams out to music. So Holly would definitely win if it was whoever's there first. Speaking of the steering wheel tilt, I've always done that. Thought it was a normal. Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's not. Mustangs had auto tilting wheels back in the 60s. Now we're talking about tilt steering wheels. Do you live with Holly? Yes. Americans having work ethic in general seems to be rare. Yes. Tilt is a luxury feature, not base. Yeah, tilt's definitely. Why are we talking about tilt steering wheels? Come on, what's going on here? Better check the cameras, see if anybody's setting up a tent in the parking lot here. Come on. I actually called Derek the other day. Nice. No, but there's bubblers in the shop fridge. There's bubblers in the office fridge. There's bubblers in my home fridge. And then there's a couple emergency bubblers in the back seat. I never used to tilt my wheel until I got fat. Yeah, copy that. That must be it. Because I don't remember tilting my wheel when I was younger. So, favorite pusher for skid? That I don't know. What's your favorite bubbler flavor? I like the orange ones. Well, really, that's all I drink. So I shouldn't say I like it. That's literally all I drink is the orange ones. Yeah. 50HH. You know, I've been waiting for somebody to. So, like 50HH, that's a good point. Haven't noticed it in as much recent videos, but the older videos, you'll always bump the truck into neutral, then into park, then tilt the wheel up. Yeah, I've been waiting for somebody to ask me why I always put it in neutral. We'll have to do a video on that someday. Cheers for the entertainment. Thanks, Froglog. We'll see you in the next one. What's that thing on all your steering wheels? I don't know. Steering wheel knob? I've never had a bubbler. You should try one. Copy that. Whatever. That's what Derek said to me. He said, that's the guy that always comments whatever. And I said, I don't understand what he's getting at there. Caleb, you got me hooked on bubbler. See? Bubbler should be my sponsor. They should be the one sponsoring this. Because I know there's people in the comments that have said, hey, start drinking bubbler. Love it. And like I said, I started drinking it because I was trying to quit pop. I was always drinking Pepsi and Mountain Dew, and I could never find a replacement that had that fizz and tasted good. And then I got on bubbler, and I've been stuck ever since. And I've tried some of the other waters, and they're just not the same. If D-Rock was here, this live would have been over. Yeah, D-Rock usually gives out a little sooner. Like I told him last time, I was like, dude, there's still 250 people in here. We might as well stay and talk. Whatever. Is the steering wheel knob allowed in your state? I think it is. I don't know. I'm pretty sure they're allowed. I switched to Powerade to get off the pop. Yeah, I don't know. There's lots of options out there. Everything's bad for you, so you don't know what the hell we can eat or drink. So whatever. But 2 hours, 45 minutes, guys. We got 252 likes. We're doing good. You guys should hold some company boxing match nights and Sean D-Rock and Hunter would be hilarious. Do it on live. Yeah. Yeah, we've actually talked about having some fun videos. When are you going to paint the red dumper? This winter. Just claim it as for your disability and have to have a knob. Yeah. Go smoke the tires off that L5P. Yeah, Zach, I've actually talked to Derek about doing that on video too, because those tires are about shot. So, I have an 8-ball steering wheel knob, not legal in my state, but I don't give no fucks. Yeah, Bryce just sent me $2.99. That's the first super chat of the night, or what? What's going on? What is that? Bryce Ellsbury, $2.99. Love your fleet. I hate this fucking Apple computer. I hate Apple. The knob is my emotional support animal. You should pick up some mud grapplers for your pickup. Yeah, I've been wanting to switch to a different tire. I always got the Goodyear Duratrax. That's what I've got the last few times, and I always get a year out of them, about 25,000 miles. I kind of wanted to switch up the tires. Why don't you use Allied Stone more often? We do use Allied, so I'm actually good friends with those guys that own, or wait a minute, Allied Stone. We use Allied Ready Mix. Allied Stone, I don't really use those guys. Kenda Cleavers. I don't know about the Kenda Cleavers there. Come on. Those are pretty cheap MT tire. I mean, I've ran them on some of the half tons, but like for my truck that gets a lot of miles and goes like hauls ass all the time, I'm not putting cheapo tires on there. Dynapro, do you use Country Block or someone else? County Block. We get our block from Dubuque, Top Block. Dubuque, Iowa. Or no, it's in oh, I'm getting tired, guys. What's it called? East Dubuque, top block. Do a burnout late at night. Piss baby mama off. I ain't doing no burnouts on that. That's fresh seal coat. That'd be a fucking mess. My service truck is 8,600 pounds. Yeah, but that old Duramax, Dustin, that ain't got the power mine does. I'd have those tires ripped off that baby. No, I'm just kidding. I've seen some of those tires go quite a ways, but there's days where I'm doing a 100 and some mile an hour. I don't want to be doing crazy stuff on a cheapo tire. I switched to County Materials last year. It's been good so far. Where's County Materials? That's in Madison, isn't it? Do any fishing or hunting, Caleb? Nope. I don't kill any animals. I just eat them. If people show up in campers, can you burn those tires up them? Probably out of their service area then. Yeah. It's called cheap seal around here. Cheap seal? Yeah, I don't know. There's all kinds of everybody's got opinions on tires. Like, I get it. You know, and like for the half-ton work trucks, I buy the cheap tires. Cheapo, depot, cheap tires. For the plow trucks, I usually try to get good tires. For the plow trucks that have salters in them, they're getting the really good tires. So a lot of different variables that go into all this. Will there be live music and vendors in the morning? Yeah, we'll probably just, yeah. Sydney will be starting the party at 8 a.m. Chip seal, cheap seal, same thing. I don't know. Chip seal, whatever. I think we all know what we're talking about. Nito, stop making tear grapplers. How much wood could I'm not reading that. Nice try, Bill Dance. You almost got me. Best snowplow you have ran on your trucks. All I've ran is Western. That's all I've ever ran, and I would stand behind them. Well, the bubbler fund's coming in, which must be getting a little tired. Almost 3-hour live. We're going to hit a 3-hour live just to mess with Derek, because the last time he was like, man, that 2 hours is just too long. We're going to hit a 3-hour live. My shop is across the street from Douglas Dynamics Western. Yeah, I love Douglas Dynamics Western. I've loved their plows. And actually, the first plow I bought was a Snow Dog, and that was a big mistake. That thing was a pile of garbage. Do you have any pets? Got some bunnies. Got some bunny rabbits in the backyard for the kids. That's about it. How do you like the plow on the back? Jason Stegman. That works really good. The rear plow works good for pulling out dock doors and doing big parking lots, stuff like that. So, Derek, thanks for the bubbler fund, $3. We'll make sure and put that right towards the bubbler fund. Bryce Ellsbury, $1.99. Bubbler fund. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. Now, the trick is, so if I drank a bubbler right now, I would be up till 4 a.m. I just don't handle caffeine very well. So I can literally have 3 or 4 a day. That's it. If I took one now, I'd be up chewing my nails all night long, twitching, ready to rock. Boss DXTs are decent. Yeah, I don't really have a problem with Boss, but my Western dealer is very good to me. You got a beaver. What are your favorite landscaping jobs? We like the retaining walls, Jordan. Dennis Dottie. Just a 3-hour tour. Thanks, buddy. Appreciate that. I appreciate that very much. So now that I'm thinking about this, I wonder where all those super chats went on the last live. Because I think there was like, I don't know, $250 or something in the last live that we did with Dan and Derek. I wonder where that money went. I wonder if Derek pocketed all that. I should probably ask him. Aiden Craft, yep. Caleb, 4 a.m. live music in a bonfire at the office parking lot. That sounds like a fun. We should plan that. We'll invite all you guys. How old is everyone on your crew? Most of the crew is 20 to 30 years old. YouTube takes like 40%. Holy, 40%? Really? Holy shit. I didn't realize that. Oh, this guy says YouTube takes a third. Derek split the rest with Holly. Yeah, you're probably right. YouTube took a third, and then Derek and Holly split it for vapes. So, whatever. It is what it is. Yeah, I don't know. We'll probably do another one like that. Get a bunch of super chats going, and yeah, I don't know. Maybe we should plan that where we have a big meeting at the office or the shop where we all get together, have a little powwow, and then while we're having the powwow, have it on live. That'd be kind of cool. Bite a pizza puff of smoke. YouTube takes 30%. 10-4, Derek. So where'd the 70% go? Because I haven't seen it. Where's my money? What's going on? How much does one of them Westerns run for? How much does one, like, how much do they cost? Do a live at the shop. Yeah, I actually thought about that. I actually thought about a live at the shop today. Appreciated the follow-up video from the cliffhanger last week. So yeah, tier 1 American. Very good point. That cliffhanger video like that really upset me because we put a lot of time and effort into all this, and to have a video end like that, it really upset me. And Derek came back Monday, and I don't know, he didn't really think it was a big deal. And a lot of people in the comments really didn't think it was a big deal either. But, you know, like I told Derek, I said, you already have that video edited. We need to get that and make it a part 2. So I'm glad we did that. You ever consider a big tractor with a cage pusher doing your accounts? Yeah. So, Joe, 2 things to keep in mind with that is a big tractor with a large pusher. Yes, that would do great. But then what do I do with a big tractor all summer long? And then the second part of that is we don't get shit for snow anymore. So I really don't want to invest in more equipment, especially a tractor. If I'm going to buy something, it'd probably be like a mid-size loader, something that we could actually use in the dirt pile, and then also put a pusher on. What's the cost for one of the ones you run? Oh, plow pricing has went crazy in the last couple of years. I mean, I'm sure they're 10 grand for a V plow. I get it because you're a creator, but the viewer, I did notice it, but didn't think about it 5 seconds later. Yeah, a little dumb. I mean, it's tough making videos because we have to put ourselves in your shoes and try to think what you guys are thinking and what you want to see. So, Caleb, don't answer phone calls with customers. Nope. I think some people are confused. I'm just a fan of the channel, not Derek in the videos. Yeah. Sometimes Derek can be a little much, but the problem is Derek's trying to make it entertaining. So a lot of times if there's nothing going on or it's quiet, nobody's talking, you know, Derek will make it interesting. And it can be a stupid comment or a stupid question. So what do I got left here? 2 minutes left. 2 minutes left. Caleb, don't answer phone calls. I think some people are confused. Derek says the craziest stuff. Yeah, he certainly does. Well, that's probably going to be it for tonight. So the first 2 people, and we'll try to record that in the morning, 8 a.m. First 2 people that show up and say YouTube are getting free shirt, free hat, and we are going to record it and put it on here. Hopefully there's a bunch of campers and tents set up out front. It'll be a good time. Take care, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate all you guys. 2 minute warning. yeah, appreciate all you guys watching. Sorry I didn't have anybody in here to keep things fun and fluffy and entertaining. Tried my best. 2 tractors with cage boxes, plus 40 acres. Yeah. Yeah. See, we don't really do that big of stuff. That is a bullshit price. Just end it with a cliffhanger. Yeah. Thanks, Caden. I'm packing my camper gear now. A little dump. Have a good one. Appreciate it. Have a good night. Thanks, Stefan. Gotta start hitchhiking. God bless. It's all good. Yeah, appreciate every one of you guys. Like I said, merch store is going to be opening up once we have 50,000. So the more you guys like, share, subscribe, all that jazz. Obviously, we're going to get to 50,000 super fast. So thanks, Bob the Builder, the farmer mechanic. Yeah, I don't know if we'll see you or not if you're going to be late for work. See you later, Phil. Thanks for watching. Keep it between the ditches. Yeah. Luckily, I only got like 3-minute drive home. So, all right. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope everybody has a good night. I am out of here. Peace out. Now, how do I end it? Hit the end button. See you guys. End stream.